Liz Callan. This is Lizzie. She's my... bro. Oh no. This is the worst stream intro yet. Oh well.
He did say I look like a man about a minute ago because
What?
I had my hair out of the way and in this little hair wrap, and so I didn't want to look like a man. So
I deny
took it
the
off.
accusation.
I took it off and then just put it on and let my hair down. Now I'm wearing a stylish beanie with a little knot on.
I deny the allegations set against me.
So then I'll
she
put
looks
it
like...
back up and you will never say I look like a man.
Wait a sec. You look like a man.
Denies allegations.
Wait, no, don't put it back up. Eh. You look like what you doing? Why are you live in the middle of the night? It's not middle of the night. It's only 8:30.
Well, 8:40-ish. Maybe in the middle of the night where you are. Braden's Animations.
Yeah, Braden.
I don't know, he might be in the UK or something.
Yeah. A brick studio,
Stop looking at me like that.
It looks weird. Why put it back? Why didn't you believe you had it before?
Because I like it out of the way right now, my hair. Because the thing is, my anxiety tick is like playing with a certain strand of hair, and it makes it all oily, and I don't stop.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep staring at you until
You can stare at me. It'll make me think that I'm beautiful.
I don't think that's what you're gonna think.
You don't think I'm beautiful?
Well, I do think you're beautiful, but I think you know why I'm looking at you like this.
Do you guys think I look like a man like this? Wait.
But are you gonna like cover it all entirely? You look like
I
you're.
look like a man.
You look like you're. You got alopecia and you're trying to hide it.
It just keeps my hair out.
Good day,
I'm
Caleb
not
and
trying
Liz.
to like appropriate a certain sickness or culture. I'm just like keeping my hair out of the way right now because my hair just is very.
Maybe you
wet.
need to resist the urge to pull at your hair.
I've tried and I found myself doing it subconsciously. Like it is like a daily just thing that my hands find themselves doing while driving, while just laying down, while eating, while doing anything.
Hello, Round Bear Entertainment. Hello, Thomas Murphy. Wait, Braden Animation says it's 5:39 p.m. for him? That's the middle of the night? At 5:30?
5:30. You're in California then, bro, or like
Or
West,
it's just the
West USA.
Calvin, have you watched Tales of Azu? No,
Jar
Rise.
Binks real life. Heck yeah.
I have not. I'm not aware of the Tales of Azu. Hi, Callan and Liz. Oh, so.
Do I look like a man? Guys, tell me. Do I look like a man?
We'll pull it.
Do I look bad? Do I look bad? There. You can say yes.
Does
If I
Lizzie
do, I'll take this off.
look bad with her
Hair wrap.
hair up, covered by a...
Hair wrap.
I was gonna say,
Turban.
yeah,
It's not
turban.
a People are gonna come on here and think that that's a turban.
Fine, I'll hair wrap.
Guys, this is just because it keeps my hair out of the way and keeps me from engaging in my OCD anxiety tick. So leave me alone. If it looks bad, I'll take it off.
You already got a no vote. Congrats. Hey, Cal, what's the largest animal you could feasibly fight and win? That's a good question. I'm gonna start with a duck and think.
Ducks are ferocious.
I think I could beat a duck.
I got chased off by a goose and it was terrifying. 2 geese actually. Anyway.
I think I could. Yeah, what's the biggest one? Like, can I say like a manatee?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I could take a manatee. It's big, and I could just
They're
take it there.
thick.
Yeah, they're thick, but I can like just. Well, am I unarmed? What's the rules here in a fight?
Well, what do you play
And how do you win? How do you win? Do you like just punch its eyes till it just submits? Because that's the fun thing about a manatee. Like, it has to be in water, so.
No one felon has wrestled bears, apparently.
That's a cool backstory. Congratulations, Melon Felon. You have a cool backstory. Oh, by the way, guys, I wanted to say thank you to J.M. Bricklayer again. I know I'm a complete sellout, but they've been sending us some cool sets to build. This one is no exception. Why don't you take a second to break? Not. Well, I was just trying to do the catchphrase, you know. They're basically asking and being very nice. My contact is super duper nice and enjoyed our last stream building this. So yeah, I made a little graphic for them. It's their 2nd anniversary event. They got like 25 to 50% off on a lot of their sets store wide. I just made a little graphic with 3 of the ones they gave me. They've been really cool.
They're really fun sets.
Yeah, they have been fun to build, especially the car. The ship was cool too. The car one was really. You messed the ship up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You pulled it out.
Out.
Yeah, some of them are not like the easiest building processes if you mess them up later. So.
But the big positive that I've had consistent reports on is that these pieces are they could be cheaper plastic. I don't know, but they seem sturdier. At least
they look pretty good quality. They have some cheapness here and there, but for the most part, they're pretty good. So thank you, Jay and Bricklayer, for all of the sets. We've been having fun building them, and check out their November sale. They've got some neat builds, and yeah, they got some neat ways to save money too. You can save $10 if you just make an account with them. You can use my discount code on sets that aren't on sale, but I think right now, since everything's on like a pre-sale, my discount code won't work. But that's JMBCal15 and also JMBLAN15. You can use either one, Cal and LAN. And what else? Yeah, free shipping, overall good stuff. Anyway,
Liz would be watching, so you don't want to embarrass her by losing. Ooh.
I love saving money. Wait, whoa! Oh my gosh, it's only 60% no. So, 4 people voted you do look worse with the hairy rat.
That's fine, but until the majority says yes, I'm keeping it on. It keeps my hair out of the way and keeps me not distracted by it.
But your red hair is so beautiful.
I know, I love my hair, but
it's a crown.
I have a problem of playing with a certain strand that actually takes over my life.
Why don't I just cut the strand?
Awful. What did you do to your hair? Did Peter cut it? No, my husband did. Saving me from my
It's
tick.
just one strand. How bad could it look?
It's like a chunk that's like.
Oh, it's
thick.
a whole chunk. Oh my
It's a
goodness.
strand.
yeah. Strand paint's a little bit different.
McMuck said, "Hey, Callan, what would you say if I bought a business server so we could play Minecraft?"
Oh my goodness, that'd be interesting. But I mean, that would be cool. But I would still have no time to play Minecraft. That doesn't really help me. Yeah, sure.
I'm moving my teeth trying to get that.
Yeah, this bag's is a rough one.
Some bags are easy, but some bags are hard.
Well, the good news is you kind of take a good starter hole. I love spending money on expensive Bionicle. All right, Raiden's Animations. Also, he said, "Hey, Callan, what is one dinosaur you think the average man can fight that isn't a dromaeosaur?" Oh my gosh, I don't know about the dromaeosaur categorization, but just from my own basic knowledge, I'm gonna say, what are the little ones that attacked the lady at the beginning of Jurassic Park 2, which is actually the first scene in the book? What are those little things called? Shoot.
I've only seen.
They're the
parts
tiny
of the
little
first
ones.
movie, and then Jurassic World. So.
I'm gonna think about it. Count, have you ever made any Skokti mocks? I can't get enough. That is a good question, Jar Jar Binks. Compy. Thank you, Jar Jar Binks. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, the little compies.
Jar Jar Binks really has our back, you know. People
Yeah.
love him too much.
Well, his name's Risebell. He's he's trying to go undercover as a Jar Jar Binks.
I don't know why you're trying to out him. Maybe like respect his privacy. Respect his.
I don't even know how many people in this chat would know him as Risebell.
I don't even know him as Risebell.
Only 11 viewers. The last stream had 170. Callan, what happened? I know.
Well,
we really
that was,
fell
like,
off.
controversial.
Technically, the last stream only had like 17 or something.
You're
Cause,
thinking of the one beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, as I was embarrassing myself live with freaking LJ, I had who knows? Maybe just Duck Bricks popped in. Maybe he was one of the 170. He's like, oh my
Maybe
goodness.
Duck Bricks is next.
I am very sneaky. Jar Jar Binks says. Jar Jar Binks more like Jar Jar Stinks. Round Bear Entertainment says, wow.
I'm
Hold
a Jar Jar
up.
lover, so.
Jar Jar lover? Wait, what?
Like
You're
like
not gonna
that
cheat
character.
on
No,
me
I
with
like
Jar Jar Binks real life.
No, it's people always hate his character. I actually like the character. It's fun.
Risebell, you better watch it.
Oh no, I don't.
He's married, you know.
Yeah, I don't. I like the character Jar Jar Binks.
You just, if he actually was Jar Jar Binks in real life, it would be a different story, is what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely. We have to look.
Thank God he's not real. Really. I got Riz, he says. Toa Quiro says, hello. Hey, Toa Quiro.
Hello.
I like your profile picture, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said that, Quiro, but it's a cool little image. Hey, no beef, Brick Studio 11 said. Fair enough.
But I love beef.
I know,
love
it's very
steak.
tasty. Tasty
Steak
beef.
is my meat of choice.
I will be randomly saying dinosaur facts in the chat because I'm bored.
Go
That's
for
fair.
it.
Please.
No one's gonna stop you. I ain't gonna stop you.
Guys, I need people to keep voting. Oh my gosh. Wait, what the heck? 5 more people voted?
Let's
And yet it's
go.
still 60-40? How does that work? Oh, I guess 10
Split
people
it by
said,
5,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Wait, no, that's 60, that's 63, 6,
So
33.
9 people voted
Oh, yeah.
No, and 6 voted yes.
That's
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
yes, yeah, I think.
Yep, that's good math. I can't do good math.
I used to be
Well, too bad, Callan. Guess what? I already did. Stay tuned next week when I set it up. Oh my gosh. Callan, I'm recruiting Bionicle fans to go on a quest to Denmark. Not all of us will survive. Lorna will have to be on the front line. Oh my goodness.
All of us will survive.
Well, it sounds like an interesting proposal. I'm curious what the life-threatening way. Are we taking a boat or something? Why?
Denmark's terrifying.
Why is it a question of survival there?
Denmark the den. I bought a server rack so we could play Minecraft.
Ooh, how beautiful. The Tyrannosaurus Rex max speed is 35 miles per hour, so there's no point of running.
Or we can get in a car and drive away. Just
Yeah, that's
floor
what
it.
they did in Jurassic Park. It worked out for them.
Yeah, I mean, with my driving, we're out of there in 2 seconds, and we're fine. So if we're ever being chased by Tyrannosaurus Rex, hop in the car with me. You're gonna be safe.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Are you going to yell the S word over and over again like Ellie Sadler did in
Depends
Jurassic
on how
Park?
stressed out I am. It really just depends on how stressed out I am. Because if I'm really stressed out, a few
I mean,
curse
there
words
is
are
a
coming out of my
giant lizard running behind you.
mouth. Yeah, there
So
may
that's
be
gonna
some
probably
curse words
stress you
coming
out
of
a
my
little
mouth,
bit.
okay.
And you'll hear giant booms that will probably distract you a little bit. Well, I don't know. I don't think. I'm not sure if there's any chance. Guys, if you vote yes, then she'll take her hair out and look pretty again.
My husband doesn't think I look pretty.
I'm just messing with you.
He
Relax.
doesn't think I look pretty. Anyway.
Callan, thoughts on the Bionicle leaks from Duck Bricks, especially on the Toa and Nika? I haven't looked too closely at a lot of those because, for one thing, has it been confirmed that a lot of the more recent little slow rollout leaks are Duck Bricks basically saying, well, now I'm going to go anonymous and continue posting these things because screw Lego.
Wait, did he do that?
There are more things that are coming out. Like, they're just images that are
From
popping
him?
up. We don't know. But all of a sudden they're coming out. So who else could it be? After he started
Duck
posting
Bricks.
them in videos,
Do this.
and then all of a sudden Lego's like cease and desist, and so he has to take the videos down. There's still stuff coming out. So,
That's nuts. Well, he's a little crazy.
well, I mean, again, who knows? Maybe it's someone else. Maybe he just handed it to someone else and they're doing it. I don't know. Liz, in retaliation, sell all his Bionicle for insulting your hair doodad.
That's what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying? Are you going to do that?
I would
You're going to
never
sell
do
my
that.
Bionicle?
I would never do that.
Which one will you start with?
I wouldn't do it, babe.
But which one would you start
had
with if
to.
you had to? What if I died and you had to sell Bionicle to
You
live?
died. I'm not doing that.
But you'd have to sell some of it just to live.
I can get a job.
I have a master's degree.
Yeah, but no, but like it's not enough. You're in a tight spot. You have to sell Bionicle. Which one do you think you're starting with to see if it makes the most money?
No, don't make me do that. You're not dying.
Not
Ever.
yet.
You're living forever.
Oh my. It would be crappy hunter if its prey could hear it stomping from 100 yards away. Well, yeah, I guess so, Robobird. No, get me on Discord call and I will tell you the full story. 120 gigabytes of stuff leaked. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
What?
That's a lot, is it? I don't know the measurements of that kind of stuff. Did I get
Yeah. You ripping yourself apart.
I don't know how that happened.
Oh my. Well, here, I'll do that. One sec. That actually sounds interesting.
Wait,
Well,
who's on the
Rise
Discord?
Bell wants to pop on. He
Mm.
seems fun.
He seems fun. That's the qualification, apparently, guys. Whenever you've been denied getting on a Discord call or a call on stream, it's because you're not fun, apparently. Or you don't seem fun in the eyes of Cal and LOF. So just take that to heart.
He has a good story to tell. He's got Bionicle lore. New Bionicle lore. I gotta find the headphones, though.
Now, if Mi'kmaq said the same thing, would you do it?
Yeah. If he could...
Yeah.
If he
He
told...
said it suspiciously.
Lauren, again, Mi'kmaq doesn't sell himself very well. It's like...
Ouch.
Because he says, can you please let me stream?
Because he loves you. He's a big fan. Yeah. Tell Lizzie I bully my wife too. Oh. Jar Jar says tell Lizzie I bully my wife too.
Oh my. Well, I guess I'm glad I'm not getting judgment from him. I'll just get judgment from everyone else for all my evil bullying.
Yeah, what ask them what should I sell first? If that's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
poll. That's a good poll.
But I can't really... But then I have to give them multiple choice options, unfortunately.
Yeah, but like only give them like a few. You don't have to do like a whole
Eh,
bunch, just like a
But that makes it less fun. It's for... Guys, from what you know I own, tell me. I bought an effing server account. Is that not enough? I told you I'm out of my Minecraft phase, dude. If this is at the height of us
Also,
playing
he comes
Minecraft.
home, we have dinner, we put Peter to bed, and like either we do this or we go to bed, or he has to do animation stuff
Basically.
and I go to bed. It's like he doesn't have free time anymore. At
Yeah,
least
it's
not
pretty
a lot,
rough.
because we have a baby and he has a more than full-time job. He works 50 hours a week.
Yeah, thanks for sticking up for me, babe.
Yeah, because I love you. I don't care if
Aw.
you have a silly hairdo. I'm gonna stick up for you.
Nah. My main two theories about the whole Duckbricks thing, I'd say, is one, Duckbrick himself doing it, and honestly, since the reason Lego took it all down was because of like a few documents. Yeah, that would make enough sense to me, but apparently, Risebell's saying there's a different story, so, I'm gonna.
I feel like I need to just concentrate on this, or else I'm not gonna get much done.
Yeah,
So
that's.
I feel like I'm gonna
please
give the
do.
headphone privileges to you.
Well, all you have
Just
to do is
listen in.
put it in your ear. Yeah,
I get so distracted, honey.
it's already set up.
I know, but the thing is, if
Oh.
I hear a voice,
Oh.
hopefully I'll be okay.
Nah.
So we'll see how I do.
Oh my goodness.
Honey, I
I like that just me being surprised about that is enough to stress you out even more. Just my goodness. Building J.M. Bricklay is stressing
I'm
her
a
out.
mother. Full time.
It's very hard for mothers to build J.M. Bricklayer
Right?
sets.
Say anything more about this. We will talk about this later.
Okay, we're gonna.
I'm stressed.
Oh my goodness.
Pay me any mind.
Mm.
People. I'm like getting hot and stressed. Oh my gosh, okay.
All right.
Lego City.
Lego
Did y'all see the new
City.
Transformers movie? It was dope.
Oh yeah, we did watch Transformers 1 over the weekend.
So
We had a
cool.
good time.
It was my first time ever seeing a Transformers movie at all, so it was perfect because it was a backstory. I was the perfect audience for it because I know nothing of it. Shoot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
I
Lizzie had
really
no
enjoyed it.
idea that D16 would not be a nice guy by the end of it.
Yeah,
She
he
had into the
loved
foggy.
Megatronius, but I'm like, oh, that's just funny, cute. I didn't know Megatron was like a major enemy.
Yep, he is the bad guy. He's the main villain of the
Color
franchise.
me surprised. Quick, get your markers. Color me surprised.
Oh my. What is Lizzie Masters in? Teaching Matorans how to spell. Cause by now she would have 10 masters in that.
Choral conducting.
Oh yeah, she's a conductor. She goes chugga 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 choo choo.
No, different conductor. I direct choir.
I actually watched it on Sunday. It was better than I thought. Agreed. Yeah, exactly. It's overall a pretty solid movie. The only thing that are a little, yeah, that was a little.
It was cute, but yeah, there were a few.
A little
clips
much.
I'm like, all right, let's.
They
All right,
definitely
hello.
pushed that shit.
How do I sound?
Oh, that sounds fine. Wait, one sec. Unfortunately, I thought that you would. What did they? Oh, great. The beat's disconnected. That's lame. 1 second. Okay. All right. Speak once
Yeah.
again. Hello?
I will speak
All
only
right,
in
wait.
rhymes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now 1 sec. I gotta double check my settings because you're playing through both the output and the headphones. All right, one more time.
Okay, hello?
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
Beautiful. All right. You can't
Happy
hear him?
Tuesday.
What?
Is that phone dead again?
Is it dead?
Is it
Wait.
dead again?
No way. Is it dead? I'm not hearing him speak now, so I can't even test.
Oh, well, I'm signing.
Yeah, for some reason. Wait,
Okay.
it should have been charging. Why is it only the right battery connected? That's ridiculous.
Don't worry about it.
What the heck?
This is what I do for a living, so this is my nightmare.
I don't need to be spoiled on things.
Wait, I'm gonna just plug it back in. I'm gonna try to reconnect one more time.
Okay.
Do. So the left one is connecting just fine. Okay, they're both on now. All right. Hello
Okay.
there. Ah, crap! I just dropped. Oh my gosh! Real quick, I'm gonna say one of our first funny stories. One of our earliest streams together was we were using these little earbuds to stream together and talk with IDS and Cage, and Elizabeth lost hers, and because she dropped it in a box of Lego that we were building with. No, it was in the box, the yellow box, and we were thinking it was in the pile, and we looked for like 10 minutes in the pile, and I was getting super frustrated. On stream.
And I felt so embarrassed and like sad.
I'm sorry. It wasn't like, yeah, I guess it was a little passive aggressive anger.
Yeah, you were gonna get
Sorry.
I was like,
I honestly thought his name was pronounced like Kage.
Kage.
We're gonna call
Yeah.
it that from now on.
We have made
Yeah,
those
I have
jokes
to do that.
before calling it
I gotta do that
Kage.
now too.
I love that. Yo,
I miss
guys,
that guy. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we could have done a stream if you'd been popped it on around in the last few months, but now he's in he's with his family. Yeah, he's connected, so he can pop in, but it's harder because literally his whole life, but when he was in the States for these last couple of years, was maybe having meals with his mom and going out for stuff here and there, but spending the rest of his time focusing on work on his computer, be it at his desk or going out to restaurants to focus on his laptop work stuff. So
I can do that.
yeah, just all this little work from home. Wait, wait a sec. Oh, I see. Yeah, it was connected to a stud. I was like, oh, interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of neat pieces in the set. Anyway, welcome, Risebell.
Hey, howdy.
You have leak lore for us.
Yeah, yeah. The real life lore of Bionicle at this point is becoming like a Greg fan fiction, I feel like.
Oh my
With
gosh.
all the characters and factions.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it's a crazy story, right?
All right.
So uh Christian Faber, let's start there, right?
Wonderful
Christian
thing.
is just a crazy goofball, and I
And a
don't like
big
him. I'm gonna
fan.
be honest.
Wait, you don't like him?
I don't,
But he
no.
but he loves Greta Thunberg. How can you not love him?
Ew.
No,
He
I mean we all
loves
know
Greta
Greg is the
Thunberg. How
idea
could you
guy.
not love that guy?
Ew.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Greg is
come
the
on.
idea
He
guy.
is way more fun than Greg, though. Let's be honest.
He. I agree. I agree with that. I don't care for Greg too much either, but
Are you
that got me
friends with
banned
Greg
from
on
places.
LinkedIn?
I think I was following him for a bit.
I am still following him on
I
LinkedIn,
think it's
and
so funny to be like, are you friends with someone on LinkedIn? Like,
I mean that's the only website he's on, and unfortunately, it's because he's been permanently without a job for the last 2 years, and most of
Oh,
his posts are him crying about the fact that he
you know
doesn't have a
what? There's a
job.
McDonald's
that
right
is
around
really
the corner.
sad.
It is kind of sad, and the posts have gotten, unfortunately, increasingly pathetic. And it's like, come on,
I
man.
would I would pay him money just to write legally distinct Bionicle fan fiction at that point.
I mean, he probably would take it at this point, but he'd also probably feel incredibly embarrassed.
Uh,
Emotional
So, I don't know. I guess it would depend on how much money you can afford to pay him.
damage I'm doing to my finger.
Emotional
Okay.
physical damage. Anyway. So you don't like
Okay, okay.
Faber and you don't like Greg, but why don't you like Faber?
Well, I mean, okay. So you know the whole 14p 2020 thing, right?
Yeah.
Was
I
just
think that was
gobbledygook.
overblown, though. Come on. Like,
It was just him having fun. I
yeah,
agree. Like he's just
that's my
Like
opinion.
Bionicle fans dig way too much into this, way too emotionally involved, and
I
I'm
thought it
guilty
was
of that
cool to
myself.
get a new look, like a new idea of what the Bionicle font and logo could look like. And I thought that was more interesting. G2 was like, let's just put little blue glow around the original Bionicle logo. Little bits
God,
of
did you
like,
see the Vahi guys? The Vahi?
yeah, the Vahi, it was in there. They were drawings of the Vahi in the crappy 2D style. I can't believe the
Terrible.
Vahi was in there. And it's like,
Yeah.
shouldn't it have been the Mask of Dimensional Gates if this is a different universe? Like, come on, guys. Think, like, at least
I would
get the lore
assume
right.
like they altered the timeline, but
Maybe,
there's literally a
yeah.
document somewhere from Lego where they even say word for word, did what we don't have anything. We have no explanation. The fans will figure it out. And
Oh,
whatever they come up with, whatever their idea is, that's canon. Doesn't matter.
oh man.
Yeah.
And that's what the fans
But that was
want.
not in the leak, though.
Okay.
I want to set the record straight. So we got to take the machine, the Wayback Machine, back to roughly 20 or 2004, right?
Mhm.
This was when I think it was Bob and Alistair,
I
the
like those
real guys behind Bionicle, in my opinion.
Yeah, no,
left
those guys are
Bionicle.
legends.
Yes, they were, but they left.
Yep.
They saw, I think, the writing on the walls that Bionicle was not going to work, and they left for different projects. Most people who've worked on Bionicle have there's been a huge turnover at Lego. Like over a decade ago, I think anyone who worked on G1 was gone, and Greg was the last. But
Yeah, how
when
did that
they
work?
left,
But like, because Faber was never working like fully for Lego, but like obviously he was still
Yeah.
around in terms of his connections with Advance or Ghost, right? Because they were still making the ads like all the way through.
yeah, I guess he used to like contract work maybe,
Mm-hmm.
so on and off. But
Yeah.
when those two left, this is my understanding of it. So allegedly, I believe either Christian Faber started to save all of his documents, his work, sketches, etc., onto a computer or a hard drive.
Gotcha.
So this leak that happened, it has everything terribly organized because this is just how Faber is. From '04 upwards till like the Hero Factory days, 120 gigabytes. Yeah.
But isn't like something like that what they gave the Duck Bricks? Is this coming up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is what Duck Bricks got to copy when he was visiting that part of the world. met with Chris Faber because yes, when you're famous and rich, you just get to do that, I guess.
Yeah, that's my biggest criticism of Christian Faber. That's just like, he basically has
Yeah.
paid attention to TTV when they criticized him because they got some cultural influence in the community, and then now, but Duck Bricks is like going all over the world with his Lego Masters win and big
Yeah.
channel.
I mean, I guess when you're a boomer like Faber, like, what are you gonna know about any of that? You know.
Yeah.
So it's my understanding that Faber has way more stuff, by the way, that Duck Bricks was going to go back for, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Or it's never going to happen now, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but he got
Faber
this.
doesn't
He
want to
got
get in
this
trouble
drive.
with either of his previous
Yeah.
companies that he was.
I
working
won't.
with.
I won't tell you what's on the drive just yet. I think the story is better if I don't.
Yeah,
Until
yeah, continue.
you find out how it got leaked, right? So he gets all this stuff, and he goes back home, and he has his Discord server vote on, hey guys, should I dump all this now all at once, or should I make a video about it, like year by year, like every 2 weeks to a month ish, so the content is
To be clear,
organized
this is
better
Duck
and-
Bricks. When Duck Bricks
Yeah,
got
this
to
is
meet
Duck
with
Bricks.
Faber, and Faber just is like, "Hey, I'm going to share a bunch of the files with you, and you can look through them and use your
Yes.
discretion to share stuff with the community."
Well, see, that would require some sort of foresight from Christian Faber. But I
Meh.
don't think.
I thought that was implied that Duck Bricks claimed that he said something, or maybe I'm just someone else was reading into that.
I mean, you might have saw something I didn't. I don't pay that much attention to Duck Bricks.
Yeah, maybe I might have just been assuming from someone else's discussion of it
Yeah.
because there's been a lot of talk in the community, basically being like,
Yeah.
presumably Faber would have told him, hey, you probably shouldn't have posted stuff that has the confidential watermarks on it. But
Well,
yeah,
you say that
maybe
now.
not.
Yeah. Okay, but his fans, they vote and they decide, let's do year by year, but we'll still release everything in a timely manner. Perfect. So first the 06 video came out, and that's where Chris Chris details like, oh, the Toa and Ica are going to be horny for Holly, and here's
What?
this
Also,
Vizon
real quick,
sketch.
can we just call Duck Bricks Saruman for the rest of this conversation? Because his name's Christopher Lee, and he basically,
Okay.
he's.
Yeah, Saruman.
I think that works.
Yeah. So Count Dooku releases that video. We learn a bunch of great stuff. It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm fuzzy on this. I think either he or Mask of Destiny released the next one, which was about 09.
Right.
And then, yeah, as soon as that happened, not too soon after, Lego steps in and they're like, hey, stop this, stop it right now. No. Okay. And so that was the end of it. That was like, okay, oh, well, there's way more that Duck Bricks has, or sorry, Saruman has, and we'll never see it. Darn, that sucks. That is so lame. But then I'm not going to name any names on the street. I'm not. Okay. Because everyone's a fan. Everyone deserves to see this. I think everyone has the best intentions. But some people have snuggled up to Saruman, and he linked them a Google Drive of everything
Oh man.
to 5 people in the community. People where the link was supposed to be just visible only. So you can look, but you can't touch. But he said it wrong. It was set to download, okay? So of those 5
So
people,
the incompetence just continued.
yeah, there's so many layers of incompetence here to this story. I haven't even gotten to it yet.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so they have it, and then somehow one of those 5 shared it with a friend of theirs,
Of
who then
course,
shared
that's
it with
how
a friend of
goes.
theirs.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
And then someone put it on torrent. They made a torrent file for it. It's on Dropbox. So it's just out there. And then
Yeah.
that cannot be undone. Yeah. And there's a rumor I've heard that Saruman and Faber, they could face a lot of trouble for this. Like it's not good. Like I genuinely feel bad for them for this happening.
I don't.
but also like this was entirely their fault.
Yeah.
There's a law over there in the UK about like data protection like this that they are 100% guilty of breaking.
Right.
But so that leaks,
Wait,
and
is
it's
this
like,
in
okay,
the
that's a good
UK
thing.
or Europe? Because obviously,
Europe, I believe.
yeah, because I guess technically UK is not even in the EU no more. But I would assume that Denmark has some EU.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I'm a
oh wait,
little ignorant American. I don't know anything.
yeah, me too. And actually, I'm trying to remember, where does Faber specifically live again?
Copenhagen? I don't
Yeah,
know.
Copenhagen. Yeah, is that? I think that's the Netherlands. Yeah,
Yeah, close enough.
Copenhagen is Denmark, right?
or is it? I get it all mixed
Yeah, it's
together.
Denmark. No,
I get made fun of so much for not knowing geography, but
I
Yeah.
know a fair bit.
come on.
because-
Like, I have Google Maps. I'm fine.
At the end of the day, until the EMPs take everything out, we can live and survive with Google
Yeah.
Maps.
But, Caleb, here's the important question. Do you
Yes.
know what was on those 120 gigabytes of leaks?
I can guess a lot of Bionicle images and probably something else.
Okay, so I'm reading the chat here, right? There were revenue reports in there.
Oh gosh.
Okay, that's not.
There
Oh.
were internal documents stating not to advertise to girls because they do not like buy enough toys. There was market research about boys, actually in the UK, like what they like, how to convince children to nag their parents to buy more toys,
Wow.
like social engineering type stuff in these
No
leaks.
freaking way.
Now think about this: Christian Faber saved all of these.
Ugh.
Okay. And then he just let some random YouTube guy have that. Okay.
Ugh.
And then that guy accidentally leaks that out to people. And then there's personal information, cell phone numbers, all kinds of stuff just
No.
out there now.
No.
And so you imagine Lego's point of view, this company, you know, how they had their brand image, realizing those gosh darn Bionicle fans had done it again. This could look really bad if like any news article was written about anything
Yeah.
in there.
No, 100%.
Other toy companies could
Literally
learn how we
one-
operate
yeah,
and
all
do
it takes
things.
is a couple of articles to do it, and then those articles spread. Oh my gosh.
Just a handful of silly Bionicle fans, AFOLs, could really ruin Lego's day now, which I don't
And
think is a
by
good thing.
extension will ruin Faber and Duck Bricks.
Well,
Yes.
Quite a
I gotta
bit.
Yes.
say, I'm relieved that what I thought was going to be on there was not mentioned.
Yeah, I thought there would be something more personally embarrassing, but that's frankly a lot worse. Because, like, no one would be shocked if Faber had some silliness that
I
was
thinking
personal
more than silliness.
mixed in. Oh, well,
Just
I feel like
because.
people would be already talking. I feel like we'd already know if there was something really went bad. Like,
Just-
people
I
would be,
think the-
in
I think
the
the
whole
worst-
community would be ablaze if there was some illegal or illicit
Oh.
type material that's, like, you know, in the personal, social, physical abuse type reign.
I try to think the best of people, but I still have a dark side of me that thinks the worst of famous people, especially.
Well, yeah, this is really like this is exactly the kind of like corporate leak, accidental failing type stuff that just gets individuals ruined over things that are seemingly innocent because you're like, oh, you know, it's just business, just corporate stuff. Oh, those files, they probably should have been, you know, open to the public years ago anyway. That's a big deal. But yeah, market research type stuff. Yeah, a lot of these companies are definitely going to be particularly close to the vest when they're going to refuse to market to girls and discuss social engineering concepts. That's insane.
Now just imagine
insane.
Duck Bricks and these like Bionicle people like scrambling, playing real life Among Us, like yelling at each other. Like imagine the Chris Chan video with Bob Chandler. I want everything about those leaks off the internet. That's what they're like legitimately. That's what they're doing right now. For the last week or two.
I'll send in the police. I'll do everything in my power.
I'll send in the Vaki.
That's what Duck Bricks is screaming to Faber to try and help him out.
Yeah. Now, again, I won't name names beyond Duck Bricks, but there is a certain person, Callan, I think you're good friends with now, who is what the rumor is they're going around looking at anyone spreading the leaks and reporting them to Lego, like to get good boy points.
Good friends with? Oh, who could that be? I don't know. Who's
Allegedly.
Who allegedly has called out different AI materials in the community? Allegedly.
Hey, he's doing God's work. He's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Can't blame him too much.
Yeah, I mean that's dangerous stuff here. Like stealing people's voices. That, yeah.
So someone here may have those leaks, and if I had them, I would not be reposting them at all.
Yeah, I think.
Originally, I had every intention to until I learned,
Yeah, of course you'd want to.
All the image stuff's gonna get shared because that's interesting. Like we're all gonna see all that stuff anyway. But yeah, gosh,
there are a couple groups who are trying to find everything like worth seeing, and they will release that eventually. Right. But this is like an unprecedented leak.
Yeah, this is like if those internal documents.
I don't care.
So without naming names, what's your main? Oh, sorry. What were you saying? I'm sorry, I'm excited.
I was mostly just saying, if any of them get in trouble for it, I'm not going to feel bad for them at all.
Well, I get that. Their incompetence, it's hard to feel too bad based on just how...
Of course I'll have a pity.
Why would you put it into it? Why would you link it to anyone? Did he do it before? Did he make this view thing before Lego came after him? Or was this after? Is there any assumption you have about that?
I cannot definitively say. Yeah. I'm not sure. But it's a lot funnier if it happened after the fact.
Yeah.
Like, I can, of course, pity them, but I'm not actually going to really feel bad for them. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, what's his name? Chris or Greg? Which is the guy that...
Chris, well, they're both Christian. Well, actually, there's a Christopher and a Christian, but they're both Chris's. Christian Faber and Christopher Lee.
Faber. I mean, I would assume that he knows what was on that thing.
Sure, but to some degree, sometimes when you are working a cool job, I mean, I'll note this. Like, there's sometimes at my job, there's a group, a work Dropbox that I can like look at a bunch of different files from different things in the company's history. Thankfully for me, the job's not interesting enough to my taste that I'm like actually gonna like try and save and download things specifically. But you know, if there's something that I contributed to, some graphics I made, yeah, I'll save some of those. Be as like potential things that I
work for a company and you get all that kind of cool stuff. You have to assume that like there are things that shouldn't be shared with everybody. I mean, it's not your stuff to share.
But remember, you got to think about the fact that he was just not even thinking so much about all those side things. Yeah, for sure. But he's just kind of going back like, oh, this guy is going to want to share pictures of like old stuff. They thought they were in the legal clear for it in terms of just the pictures. He was, and so he's just as good sharing. Again, this is all short-sighted and stupid, but yeah.
Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. That's such a famous saying. Why don't people learn from it?
Lizzie, going
sorry,
hard.
I don't feel bad for these people. I don't.
She's drinking her haterade.
I'm sorry, I made mistakes, but the thing is, there are some mistakes that like can be very easily, you know, what's the word? Like, that can be prevented. And this is one that could have been prevented.
Also said Elizabeth's going to get her hijab ripped off in a subway in New York City. This is Trump's America.
I'm not going to New York City.
Yeah, I just read that. That's funny, Oso. It's really funny.
Oh, no. Do you realize something?
The real tragedy here...
Do you realize, let me tell you, Makuta of Metro Nui sees those documents that you leaked on the damn internet, he could condemn our Coliseum, and we would have to move out of it? Callan's a whistleblower confirmed. Hey, I'm not dropping these leaks. I'm too busy to keep up with some of this leak stuff. So have you been talking with a few people that have kind of like shared did one of the people who got access to the original link that he created, are they the ones who have made you aware of this? Ryan?
Well, I was sharing this around a little bit with some friends of mine, and one of them heard and was like, "Hey, like, you really shouldn't be doing this." And they talked to me like an adult, and I listened. And I stopped, but then they kept talking, and they told me all this stuff, and it's like, that's really funny. The real loss here, though, is like Duckbricks was going to go back, and there is more stuff, like O1 to O3 concept art that we will 100% never see now.
Yep. And that's some of the coolest stuff, especially since that's the stuff
Yeah.
that Alistair Swinnerton is the most involved in.
Like,
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'll adjust my comment from before. I can feel bad for Duck Brooks, but I can't really
You
feel
know,
bad for the guy who ended
He's leaked other stuff too before. Like there's like a pick-a-brick store in Denmark somewhere that's like just for Lego employees. And it's got all kinds of crazy stuff. And he had a video about it. Like he just made a video exposing all of this, and that almost ended the Lego Ambassador program because those stuffy old boomers in Denmark were like, "Hey, get this vlogger out of here."
Oh my god.
And
That's not.
yeah, it's not the first time he's like really annoyed them,
oh
but
no.
they keep him around because he's so popular and famous.
Oh, gee whiz, man. Well, this is disappointing. This is really disappointing to hear from like any sort of future of Bionicle kind of a standpoint too. It's like, gosh, this is. I mean, I do agree. Bob Thompson and Swinnerton are probably two of the most, the biggest people, especially Bob Thompson when it comes to the movie stuff, who really helped flesh out some of the best elements of Bionicle from like a story, a thing that kids could really connect to. But Faber still was at the heart of a lot of that creativity in the midst of a lot of it, and working with Advance and all that kind of thing. So the fact that he's been the most in love with it to this day, and now is probably going to be responsible for them continuing in this, oh yeah, let's look fun. You remember we made Bionicle, but let's not actually do anything about it. I don't know. Oh man. Wow.
I have zero doubt that like Lego probably hates Bionicle fans at this point.
Probably, yeah. Which is, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if a lot of this stuff really blows up, they certainly will grow in that hatred. This is why you leak things anonymously, Flynn's Bodia said. Correct. If I don't understand why he thought it was even a good idea to ask his Discord as like poll them. Should I leak information out like video by video?
Silly guy.
He's like, oh, but I left
Yeah,
it to
it
the
is-
fans. They decide. It's like you're given private information that I don't know. And also,
It is.
personally, if I was given the keys to that, I would probably be asking a few different people privately what to do with it.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah. And to be fair, he's got like a big channel, so I can understand him just getting caught up in the excitement of like, and this is the problem too with being like a content creator. He mentioned it almost as a way for us to feel bad for him. Like, Bionicle doesn't really get much views, guys. Everything I make with Bionicle still is for the love of Bionicle, okay? Like, people have told me to stop making Bionicle content because I could do so much better with my channel without it. But I love it, okay? So that's supposed to justify and make us all, super duper, forgiving of the fact that he, at first seemed like would cut off all of this information from coming out. And now, too much information has now all come out that could screw up both his and Faber's lives if it ends up catching a storm there.
I do feel sympathetic for the guy. Like
Yeah.
he did do that for Bionicle fans, and then
Yeah, in part, but it
got a lot of flack when he had to like back down and like stop on releasing
I'm not
stuff.
blaming Saruman for this. I feel like he was given even
I'm blaming him in part.
Well, in part, yes, but I feel like most part should go to the guy who gave him all of that stuff.
Yeah, it's fascinating. Yeah.
That was like totally just here. Have the keys to the kingdom. I don't care.
Yeah.
And
I gotta say, unfortunately, it does vindicate TTV in retrospect. As far as I do think that TTV was overblowing his memes at the time and how him messing with the community. But one of their main arguments they were making is that he's irresponsible with how he treats the community, and I'm like, no, he's not. Like, he's making some stupid stuff. He's making stuff that's getting fans excited. That's not irresponsible. Well, how am I going to defend this as not irresponsible? Yeah.
I have this joke with like some of my friends now that like in Denmark, Lego, they said like a shoot on sight policy for Bionicle fans. I mean, it would help them right about now. I think in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you said it was a joke, but for a moment I actually believed you dead.
The thought of them like shooting down favor on sight.
Sorry, I imagine the green guy going no with his like golden Miru mask.
Oh yeah, that green guy who wears a gold mirror. Who's that? Calvin, do you know what the scariest thing in Bionicle? It's not the villains of the great beings. It's Jude when he finds out someone built the AK-50, the AK-50. Is this a new leak I'm not aware of, or is this some kind of other meme? Who would win, Akmai or Goku? RoboBird says. As far as lore that we're all aware of, probably Goku, because Akmai is just one combo dude.
He's just this guy.
And and he, even with his combined strength with Wairuha, they struggled to take down a bunch of crabs. So I'm kind of thinking Goku has that one. I don't say that with any pride. I just think it's the lore.
I'll probably dip out here soon, Callan, but
Yeah,
do you recall the rumor about Akmal getting like a rumored set, like a Shadow Toa in 08?
I do recall
That was such a missed opportunity, man.
That would have been really, really neat. Again, like 2009 feels like such a wasted opportunity. Like they could have leaned into, because if you think about it, 2009 already kind of breaks away from the mold a little bit in terms of conventional waves. Like there's the first wave, you're kind of like, oh, there's still kind of like the 3 good guys, 3 bad guys thing that from the previous waves, but one of the good guys of that first wave ends up being a minor villain in the film, so that kind of throws that off a little bit. And then the second wave, they're literally like, we're just gonna make one bad guy, and then everyone else here is a good guy. So like they completely threw off the even-handedness of canister waves in terms of what characters represent as like a core group, or a pair of 6 good guys versus 6 bad guys. It's okay, honey. Relax.
This word of legs. I was like, this looks so off.
You're silly.
I was second guessing everything I did.
But anyway, final point with that is that if they'd instead taken that kind of logic into making a 2009 that follows up like all the Toa, the Reign of Shadows inside the Motonui robot, you could have really used each canister set to make like different characters. You could have made like a slightly smaller Exo-Toa type concept for one of them, or maybe you could just make that a Titan set again, for like all the Shadow Exo-Toa that Makuto weaponized. You could have just made Akmau a Toa as a canister set. Why not? Like, depending on how you have to structure out the whole waves, you could have done it that way. Yeah, there's like they really could have
Stars a few years earlier. I would have loved that.
Essentially, yeah, you could have played with the Stars concept, have a Skakti set that's one like a bunch of, you could have just kind of split up, throw in a couple, maybe one of the Toamata in there. Tahu's the favorite, so probably him, but if you wanted to be interesting, you could have just done either Takanuva or Pohatu or something. But yeah, they could have really made 2009 like the Reign of Shadows, like a bunch of different interesting characters all kind of like going on a different mission to try and I don't know, get to the head of the Makuta robot or something. Anything like it would have been more compelling based on everything that would have been building up to that point than let's just jump to a gladiator desert planet. And Mata Nui shows up and he's voiced by a Klingon. And
I mean, hey, at least love is canon on the
which
Glatorian
is so
planet.
dumb. Greg's so self-indulgent. Like, well, love isn't canon with the previous stuff, but with my characters,
I love the Skrull lore to that. Like,
yeah.
they just meet in the desert and figure it out.
Which I guess makes sense because I know my old pal Gringat, like in his lore's headcanon with like he built off future story stuff based on the Bionicle storyline in his own canon. And in his canon, like, yeah, Glatorian legitimately have sex. That was his headcanon.
Brilliant.
But Bionicle, like, it was like similar. And then he came up with his own weird like energy form of Matoran procreating.
I was thinking about robots.
Oh.
Like it was like sort of, I don't remember how it exactly worked, but it was sort of like I think it almost relied on like the Toa energy type thing, like people sharing your Toa power. I don't know. I don't want to slander his story stuff. This was all stuff I remember from years ago, and maybe if he ever pops into one of these streams, he can clarify. But nah, he once in a server said that I'm like a strange aunt to him. He doesn't take much of what I say seriously. Yeah. Gringat.
That's so awesome.
One of my old friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think some people are being like, yeah, Callan's a goofball. Callan's an idiot. He's like, yeah, he's sort of like a strange aunt.
Why didn't he say uncle?
Well, I think because he's talking he was talking with the stereotype of Facebook where an aunt has funny opinions. She's always sharing. That's no, Joe Biden fell over. Oh no, yeah, he fell over. Sad day. Human fire hydrant. Ripped in pepperonis.
Okay, I don't know if y'all. This is a really quick sidetrack. I saw this post that I don't know when it was, but it was very recent. Joe Biden was joining other people and saying "God bless America," and like he was legitimately tearing up. And people were making comments like, "Yeah, he wasn't great, but he definitely dedicated his whole life to this country."
How beautiful.
And honestly, I was like, you know what? You don't gotta like him, but that is.
At the end of the day, I feel like every person, especially if you in politics, I feel like any person who's a member of a country is gonna get emotional, like getting caught up in the anthems of their music. I don't know if I would say that's like necessarily an exclusive thing to being, all the work he's put into this country, but yeah, I wouldn't say that's something that should be.
It was like, it's true. Of course.
We're talking about Bionicle people embarrassing themselves.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna stop talking for the rest of the stream. You're not gonna hear from me again, babe. You whole domestic bliss.
All I'm saying is that we need to be focusing on the misery of people embarrassing themselves on the internet, and how we could go in. We could literally weaponize it and ruin Duckbricks and Christian Faber's lives.
I'm trying to bring some positivity and some good nature into this conversation. So just let that sink in for a little bit, and then you can move on to humiliating people. Okay? Thank you.
We can use the Akmal's becoming a Shadow Toa to ruin. We could blame Akmal the Shadow Toa for doxing all this information to journalists and giving them stories about how evil Lego's corporate practices are.
That is in character. Yeah, that works.
Akmal would do that. He would 100%. He would take he would go to the top of that tower in Metro Nui from the Coliseum and I'm a Torin of Veterinary. I have new Bionicle lore for you. And this time it's a doozy. Lego has chosen to keep private their sexist practices of marketing towards boys and manipulating
Oh
them.
no.
Uh,
Okay, with that, I gotta take off. But
Yeah.
it's been great talking to you guys.
yes, that's
Oh,
good.
yeah, you
Thank you for
too.
popping in. We appreciate it.
All right, take care. Bye.
Godspeed. Take care. That was Jar Jar Binks in real life, everybody.
In the flesh.
Jar Jar Binks real life. I added the N. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm a solid C tier, Jim Don said. What? Wait, Dank Mao leaked important files to CNN?
Dang.
It's quite possible, Human Fire Hydrant, that he did. Hey, Human Fire Hydrant, do you want to hop on? You've given a ton of money, so,
Here's some recognition. I'm not tired. You're tired. I'm not actually tired. I'm actually very wired. I'm just very concentrated, but also kind of mundaned out because of how repetitive this can be. But I am enjoying it because it's giving me something to focus on and actually do, and I need that. I need that kind of focus. And
That's good. Yeah, you're doing a great job.
stop talking.
There's not a whole lot more.
I'm getting all like
Flustered?
not flustered, but like I'm very concentrated right now. If I break that concentration, I'm like, so I need to shut up. So
Alrighty.
don't talk to me.
Here, we'll send,
Don't talk to me.
oh, okay. We'll send Mick Mock the link too. Mick Mock, you can pop in.
Thank you. I'll listen, but I won't talk because I need to. Oof. Y'all, if you knew me.
Unrelated, but I just finished mouthwashing, and I think people are overreacting over Jimmy. He's no Makuta. Jimmy? Is there some kind of joke I'm there missing there, Flinsmodius? Also, yeah, I want to respond to what you were saying earlier because we were in the midst of talking about all the interesting Lego stuff. Yes, I was in the comments of a fish tank video.
Wait, what?
Flinsmodius, that nice girl who met us at the convention.
Yeah.
She spotted me in the comments of a fish tank video. And the reason I commented on it is because they used the Tony Wedgwood AI to talk about Fish Tank. They used his voice. And if LJ
tell me if
Johnson
the-
knew, he would freaking take him
I
down.
hear a person.
Hello.
Does the microphone sound bad?
No, it sounds
you sound
good.
great.
Sweet. This crappy computer actually works.
Yay!
Shit,
Me
I'm
with
on
my
my chair.
computer.
Welcome, human fire hydrant. Doot 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 doot.
Theme song plays epically.
Mr. Beast? Ignition Zone says yes. We have Mr. Beast. You are basically like the Mr. Beast of this channel. You're like throwing tons and tons of money at him.
I mean, of course.
Well, I can't buy mocks. The guy, not mocks, parts and stuff like that. The guy I buy them off was like, "Hey, bud, I don't got any more right now. Not until next month."
Oh, that's. Hey, no worries. No judgment here. You've given us way too much as it is.
It's like you give this money. And, like,
I mean, I
you
get
have
paid the
your
month
recognition.
tonight, so I mean, you guys can get more.
No. You're good.
Okay.
We're all
You're too sweet.
Cameo like this is the least we could do to start making it up for you.
We are gonna be okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, money's tight for everyone right now. So like, don't ever feel pressured to.
Can I do what Oso said? Wait, what is Oso saying in the chat? Is
saying
he's telling me to do something?
Silly stuff.
Can I make a tier list of stream chat commenters? Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
That's not.
That's awful, but.
Well, okay,
funny.
that is a funny idea, but we'd have to prepare for it because
Yeah,
most of those little stream lists that are fun have like the preloaded icons because someone made
Sorry,
them
that's
beforehand.
nice. Show me the video.
So we'd have to like go through and download every single person's profile picture to throw in the tier list and to build it out
Yeah,
and
we
do
need
it properly.
to like actually delve into all the commenters, so it would take a while. We'll do that. We can. maybe
Jar Jar
plan on-
Binks S tier. I don't know about
I
that.
think so. We'll have to definitely like think about and do some planning beforehand before
Yeah.
that happens. But I think that's a fun idea.
It's not rough for me. I got $100, Lizzie. Surge Gaming says. Beautiful. Surge is riding high on his $100.
Good for you.
No way.
Good for
What?
Mr. $100.
Related.
Keep bragging on your wealth, Serge.
People bragging in the chat. Also unrelated, but I wish Chima got the same love as Ninjago. Yeah, it would have been. Like, I think Chima was obviously to me like a Thundercats, the Legos Thundercats.
I mean, I've never heard of Thundercats. I heard of Chima first.
Really?
Yeah.
In like
I
all.
heard Chima commercials everywhere.
Really?
I've never heard of Thundercats before.
Well.
Until.
Well, there was a Thundercats show that came out, like a reboot show that came out around like a year or so ahead of Chima. So that's why I say it was like a Thundercats ripoff. But also Thundercats was an 80s cartoon that, was kind of forgotten. But, and it was made by the same studio that made the Hobbit cartoon, the Rankin Bass.
Tell you the
The
first
Hobbit
time I
cartoon?
heard of the show Thundercats, but never heard anything else about it. Can I share that story of my life with you guys?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I was watching. I don't know if it
Oh,
was
there's
an
it.
episode or
I found it.
of Autism on the Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum?
It's a reality show of like these little dating things where they put two people on the spectrum. They put them on a little blind date. They get to know each other, and it's cute, but it's kind of exploitative, and
Yeah, it's called Love on the Spectrum.
like, you watch it and you think, oh, this is cute, but then you think about it more and it's kind of exploitative. But like that's why I only watched like one little clip of it, and I gotta say, my only exposure to Thundercats was this one girl who one of her tics was just saying Thundercats. And that was it. That was
She was
it.
a big fan.
That was it. I was
Not
like,
even the Thundercats, ho!
just
Because that's the big
Thundercats.
meme.
And I loved her. I was like, that's my favorite character on this entire show. I don't know why. I was just like, I love that for some reason. And that was my only introduction to Thundercats ever.
Fair enough.
I'm glad to share my backstory with you guys.
I'm glad we're getting.
Gosh, this is so painful.
I'm so sorry.
Gosh, I mean, these pieces are sturdy. This is a compliment that this hurts.
I didn't realize that we get such interesting Thundercats Chima lore just from Flynn's Modius saying they wish Chima got better treatment. Yeah, it feels like Chima got similar treatment to Ninjago at the beginning. It got a show, it ran for a little bit, it got its 3 years, but I guess that they just, whatever it was about it, it did not command the same kind of love and attention as Ninjago, so it came and went. Meanwhile, Ninjago continued forever and ever as it will.
They're gonna do the same thing that they did to Bionicle to it. I'm waiting on it.
No, I don't think so. I think if Ninjago ever goes away, it's literally going to be for 2 years, and then they're going to go right back to it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
not the 4 years.
furries versus ninjas, no contest. Yeah, that's true. Ninjas were always going to win. Good point, Jar Jar. Heidi, hey, Moose Truffle, welcome to the chat. Oh yeah, we should do another poll. Here's a good poll. I got a good idea. I hope you're cool with this poll. Which username is better? Human fire hydrant.
God.
Wait while you get it.
This is about to get real bad. I'm about to get out of it.
Who's the other?
Probably Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
No. Oh, shoot. Gosh darn it, my streaming mode is throwing me off. No, I was going to do your Discord username, the fart one.
The fart and the human fire.
What's the number
hydrant.
again?
What, 2015?
Fart 2015. A classic. That's
Yeah.
a,
I'm voting that.
Awful, but I love it nonetheless.
those are
Never
both great
changes.
usernames. Honestly, that's
I
like
need-
choosing
I'm participating.
choosing a baby.
I'm vote first.
I am not naming my kid ever that. I should that for.
Your loss.
Also said, "Wake up,
My
be funny, wake
girlfriend
up."
would
Whoa.
kill me.
What is the story of Ninjago now? Last time I checked, Cole was a ghost and Kai's sister became a ninja. Yeah, there's been like probably at least 3 or 4 seasons since that, I think.
I think Cole's now banging a goblin. That's all I know about it.
Yeah,
He's banging a
there's-
goblin. since
got-
they was dead.
Oso says, "Wake up, be funny. Wake. Are we not being funny to you?"
I read that already, and yeah, I guess not. What if they put those glowing balls in their chests and unlock their furry rage? Good point, RoboBird. Moose Truffle said they did have balls that they shoved in the chest, which was an interesting idea from a toy concept.
Bionicle balls.
You'd think they
Yes,
would.
yes.
Yes, Bionicle balls. What is he? No, I'd love it if somehow got in. I'd love it if I somehow got in on a convo about Biotube. Oh yeah, honestly, some throwback convos about Biotube would be fun. Human Fire Hydrant, what is your experience with Biotube? Like history, like how much in the online community have you been over the years?
As a wee little kid, I was too stupid to know how to use the URL, so I had to have my mom type everything in. And I think I got into the BioTube a little bit later in like 2000 and I think 12 when Hero Factory was still big.
No,
And,
that's
Tectonic was
2012 is
still Hero
probably
Factory.
one of the more popular eras of
Is
the
it peak
Bionicle community. I wouldn't say
I
peak
won't
era.
lie,
but-
I liked when Hero Factory came out, but other than that, I think the first wave, like with Thunder and all of them, stuff like that, the bad guys,
yeah,
I got like 2 of those, and
I
I
love
was
those
like,
guys.
oh, these are sick. And then all their pieces broke because it was like 2011 to 12 that they were trash.
Yeah, well, thankfully they fixed that literally one wave into Hero Factory with
Yeah.
the CCBS, but only a little bit because honestly, over time, CCBS pieces are not super sturdy either.
Oh yeah, no, half of mine are just loose right now, and it was really funny.
Yeah.
No more of this.
I got a, what was the lightning dude from Breakout? I had him
Oh
and
gosh,
the-
what is his name? I know exactly who you're talking
I
about.
don't
Like
remember his name.
It's like Volt something.
Yeah,
Voltix. I
and
think?
I had no, that was the bug. That was that bug dude. But no, I had Stringer and I had the lightning dude, and I combined them together. And I'm like, wow, this combiner model is absolute garbage. I love it. And then
That's fun.
about like a week later, my mom bought me Rocka, and I'm just like, oh, this gold guy's even cooler. I want Black Phantom. And then she's like, no more, we're broke. And I'm like,
Nah.
then why'd you buy me him?
Aw. Also said, I remember watching Count in 2011. Good times. I was like just starting there. Do you really remember
He
that?
was literally 2 years old.
Also, Moose Travel said, I grew up watching Cow and TTV and somehow ended up on Alira's mocks. Alira, I have an interesting history. Does she still post stuff, by the way? She's married to Shadowgear 6335.
Nice.
And her re-entering his life in around like 2013 or 14.
Re-entering?
Yeah, because I think they were like online relationship for many years, and I think there was a period where they just weren't talking with each other, were kind of distant, and so I think during that period was when I primarily got to know him, and when she kind of re-entered his life, and they kind of she and Brendan and Ben Cossey were talking more. They basically just kind of like uninvited me from their circle.
God. People are so mean to you for no freaking reason.
That was the first time where I was just kind of like, well, why? And I never got a properly good answer.
I have a vendetta.
but it's
against
alright.
So many people for like.
Oh yeah, Risebell saying Shadowgear blocked me everywhere after Lamau after I called out his wife for being weird. She has done some weird things, and I did some similar calling out of that. And got kind of put in the. I don't know if he blocked me on everything. He might have, but yeah, he basically cut me off. So, yeah, hey, you gotta stick by your lady. That's fair. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, Human Fire Hydrant. Did you have more that you wanted to
Oh, you're
talk about
fine.
with your history?
Oh, I stopped being interested after they did the invasion from below and the
That was the end.
what was it? What was
Yeah,
the brain attack? Yeah, brain attack and invasion from below. I'm like, man, these are just looking like trash.
yeah.
And then I stopped collecting them.
It felt a little too commodified at that point, I think. But I was still interested in enough. I was kind of like, yeah, I think this is kind of running on fumes a little bit, but there was still something nice about the fact that Hero Factory existed. But
Yeah. When G2 came out, though, I got I think my first one was Pohatu, and I'm like, I love Amiga Brown.
It was
When I
really
seen the
cool to
other
see
ones,
Brown come back,
Look.
especially since it was the Hookie Brown.
Yeah.
Sounds like Dookie Brown.
It was annoying to see all of the trans neon or the translucent colors be so prevalent in the
Yeah.
builds. It was like, this
They
is
weren't
a
even
neat
the right
idea for
color.
like a set concept. When you make it every character, it gets boring.
I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to show that they were like coursing with power and stuff like that, but it wasn't in the good way. Like, oh my god, they have elemental powers. Hey, bud, they're made of pea, the color purple, blue, something
I
else.
feel like every time they do that, you're kind of like, wow, that looks cool for 5 minutes, and then you realize it's actually a little bit of an eyesore. They did the same thing a little bit with the Cybertron games, the War for Cybertron, those games.
Oh yeah,
Like they made like
I forgot
all the
about that game.
Autobots glow red and all the Decepticons glow purple. It's kind of a fun idea, but then you look at them for like too long, you're just kind of like, this is just like these colors on some of the designs. It looks okay because they have red on them already, but other ones are kind of like, this is just too much.
Hey,
Too
look,
much
it's Red
glowing.
Bumblebee. No way.
I hate every G2 Bionicle set somehow. Oh, I guess honestly, I can't blame you, Moose Truffle. Poor Lizzie.
Oh, what do you
What?
mean? Half of them were just dumpster fires.
Lizzie's getting real frustrated at this bill.
This is supposed to be the end of the black thing. It didn't tell me that, and now I just fucking destroyed this graphic.
Oh shoot!
So I'm trying to push them all one by one.
Relax.
One by-
It's a flex tube,
okay,
so
okay.
yeah. You
Oh
permanently
my
put a
God.
crease in it, but it's okay. It's not broken.
Thank you for reassuring me. Golly,
Those
I
tubes
thought I
do
messed
get
up
creases.
Everything.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna say hi to my. Oh, actually, no, I just missed her, so I'll just text her and
Gosh,
say.
I messed up everything.
I changed the score into a kitty cat. Now fill out with kitty ears. Oh, that's sick.
Lizzie getting dramatic.
I'm sorry. I generally got pissed off because I thought I once again messed up an entire build with
I
one
think you just did
little
it too
move.
fast.
I was trying to be careful. No, they need to be all that way.
Oh, all this
Yeah,
way?
that'd be all that way. Because
Oh,
apparently
shoot.
the black thing needs to end here.
Oh,
That's
brother.
what every single one, and that's when
Yeah, that's really annoying.
That's when I bent the fucking piece.
Okay, yeah, I see what I
The
see
gray
how.
piece goes right there. Okay, you're so much more delicate than I am.
Ugh.
He's a Lego master, guys. I don't
Yeah.
know how.
We're just gonna have to put all these pieces back in a minute. Ugh. Sorry, talk
It's
with
okay,
the
it's okay.
human fire hydrant.
Hi, human fire hydrant. Thank you for all you've done for us, and you're so sweet. I love you.
Oh,
You've made all these streams so sweet, and not, I mean, of course, the monetary.
Everybody else
thing
made
is
it
sweet,
funnier.
like,
I'm just a
you're
random dude on the
nice.
internet.
You are so
Meh.
generous.
wait a sec. How does this work? The gray tube has to keep going forward from there. I see. So, that's
Yeah.
That and I remember.
That was my lack of planning. That was me. I should have probably planned for something like that. Or, yeah, it's okay. Forget that.
I can look that up. I want to see what that mock is.
Huh?
Moose Truffle said that he made a play stripling swamp beast mock before the dude put out a tutorial for it.
Oh, post
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
That's dope. Moose truffle.
I gotta see that. That sounds sick.
That is tight. Guys, I have an
Yeah, I was
ad
talking
on
with
the
this,
YouTube on the YouTube live of this stream. Right below it, I have an ad of the Weasley twins. Absolutely age accurate right now. I have advertising going to the what's it called? The Harry Potter Experience in Universal or Islands of Adventure, whichever one. Yeah, they absolutely look their age now.
Yeah, they're oldie.
But you know what? They're fine looking.
Meh.
But you know what? That was their claim to fame, and they are riding it, and good for them, honestly. Because sometimes, if that's your only claim to fame, you ride it till the end.
They look like they're gonna be in the next Mr. Magoo Magic Emporium movie.
Meh.
No!
Here's a blast
They
from the past,
do!
everybody. Remember that movie?
They do. I've never even seen that movie, but they look like they'd be a part of it.
Wait, did you say Mr. Megorium? Is that what it's called?
Mr. Megorium.
No, Mr. Magoo's Magic Emporium.
I thought it was Mr. Megorium's
Mr.
Wonder Emporium.
It's Mr. Megorium. There is an actual
Oh, is
comedy movie called Mr. Magoo's.
Yeah, Mr. Magoo is a thing.
Yeah,
but
Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium is a thing.
I kind of like the fact that you like combined them.
Mr. Magoo's Wonder
That sounds
Emporium.
even cooler. What do you mean?
I love that.
I do agree. I wish Mr. Magoo did have on it. Like the whole gimmick with Mr. Magoo is that he's like old and can barely see, so then he accidentally like it's the slapstick of him stumbling and destroying stuff, and he's not even aware of what's going on.
Oh.
So if you had that,
Mr. Magoo into the Lego Ambassador store. That's what we do.
Mr. Magoo accidentally exposes the Lego Ambassador program, just like Faber did.
Count Orlok says, "Ayo, is it cool to crawl out of my bunker now, dudes? Why are you in a bunker? Is it because you're a vampire?"
It's the LJ Wars. They're real.
Moose Truffle, yeah, like he used a G1 mask with a beast mouth. I ended up making a tsunami beast mock with that Shark Hero Factory villain and the best jaw piece. Moose Truffle says, Mr. Magoo!
Mr. Magoo's wonderful booze.
Well done.
Yeah, like he used a G1 mask with Beast Mouth. I ended up making a Tsunami Beast mock with that Shark Hero Factory villain and the best jaw piece. Interesting, Moose Truffle. Very cool. By the way, I try and rebuild from there with putting all the pieces. I moved everything up for you.
Thank you. Like up to the point where this is the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now...
Okay, just give me a second to kind of assess. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm going to do.
Mr. Magoo's Wonderful Booze? Count Orlok said? That's good. I like that. Miss Truffle said Mr. Magoo in the Land of Ooze? That's good too. But I would do Mr. Magoo in the Land of Poo.
Mr. Magoo in the Land of Poo. Oh yeah, did you ever read that guy's Pook's mock? I've seen that video one time. I'm like, did he ever rate that mock?
Where? Which guy?
There was this guy forever ago, one of the mock and one of the stream highlights where you were like, "Hey, Callan, rate my poops," and they're like,
Oh, yeah,
great,
we never did
greatest
make the
food."
Rate My Pooks website.
I've been
Shoot.
waiting on this video every day. I refresh your page, going, "Man, when am I getting this?"
I gotta create a Rate My Pooks website, and everyone's gotta submit their Pooks mocks on the pit website. Anyone know what Maniamac's doing? He's been around. I want to say Tectonic Films last had some not so positive interactions with him, because Tectonic Films is like the right wing enemy in the community. A lot of people have butted heads with him. Huh?
I said, I don't know. He makes pretty good videos, so I don't see what's to complain about.
Yeah, he's a good animator. I have not watched a lot of his story, but yeah, he's done some neat stuff. Hey, Callan, who's that on the call with you dudes? This is Human Fire Hydrant, who is named. Actually, it just switched. Like it's been neck and neck between Human Fire Hydrant and Fart 2015.
I voted for Fart.
Currently, Human Fire Hydrant is winning with 53%. Out of 19 votes, it's
Don't go stealing
53
my
and 46.
name now, please.
Huh?
I voted for Fart 2015.
Fair enough.
I'm honest with my vote. I will not lie.
Well, it's been swell. I got to bounce. See ya. Thank you for hanging out with us, Toaquiro. Sorry I haven't been responding to a ton of your comments, but I appreciate you hanging out with us. I like those plant parts. What were we talking about, Flinsbodius? I assume something with what they were talking about. They said I have every G2 Bionicle set, so yeah, silly me. How could I mix that up with hate? I'm an idiot. Dawn of SD is the most goated Bionicle animator right now. Change my mind. He is a very talented animator. Yes, Greek man.
Let's see that. Dan.
Do you want to know a fun, actually a not so fun story about Dawn of NSSD?
What is it?
There was one point years ago where he lost his entire Bionicle community.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he moved, I think he had like a ton of bugs. So he just sprayed bug spray on everything in his room. and the bug spray like destroyed all the plastic of the
Ew.
Bionicle
That's
sets.
so bad.
It basically
Oh,
like
man.
That sucks.
like essentially like the acidic quality of it like
Yeah.
burnt like messed up the plastic toys and like
Sounds
destroyed the joints and sockets.
right.
So
I'd cry.
yeah, I would
100%.
cry
I'd
too.
That's devastating.
Yeah.
That is devastating.
Poor Donovan SSD. Unfortunately, he's done weird, porny kind of things. He's got very
Dude.
Oh, corny.
no porny. he's a horny type character, but
Okay.
we'll try not to hold it against him.
You
Very
can
We all
try.
talented
do dumb
animator.
stuff. Some of us say political things. The other ones make not so funny videos. Who cares?
A gooner
Someone's
has a
probably fun with
disgusting
it.
room. Big surprise, Flitzmodius said.
There you go.
That's one of the best sentences ever written in this chat.
For real.
It's a great comment.
It's accurate as hell.
Gooner be goonin', Moose Truffle says. Correct.
Guys, stop talking about gooning.
I mean, they
They
don't got
should've
time to
said
clean their
hot
room, but
tub.
they got time to do other things. I'll give them that one.
Yeah. Count Orlok, wasn't Shadow Gear a bad person? I don't think Brendan's necessarily a bad guy. I don't know much. I don't know what. I haven't talked with him in years. I've seen people on like do like anonymous type messages historically in the past, or like one guy talk about how basically like he was different before he was really close with his wife, like that like she broke him. I've heard like people talk like that. That's all gossip and rumor, so I don't want to say that that's
Did I
like
break you, babe?
no, I don't think so. I hope not. But I don't want to say in any way that that's an actual thing with their relationship. But it is funny that someone talked about that on the internet as far as the way they interacted with him at a brick fair when she wasn't around and when she was.
I broke
That like
in.
they said that like he was like a very different person.
I mean,
So-
everybody is.
yeah, no, everybody changes when they've got a life partner.
Oh,
Oh.
babe.
What now?
They're like, you stopped being funny. Kidding.
It's still not. Oh, it's still not close enough. It's not your
Wait,
fault.
no, are you sure you know him and just
No,
built
there's only one more piece.
Oh, really? But what about all these ones? Have they just not been put back on the? Oh yeah, they haven't been put on.
They're all back on.
And you can't like. Are you sure that when you're like, there's presumably going to be a little more built off that forward,
Only on the gray one.
but like it can't connect. Like, does it need to?
I think this was a 10. No. Oh no, something dropped.
I mean, here's the problem, babe.
Something dropped. What was it? What was it?
Is this the bottom?
I don't know. It's the top. It's the top. So it has to end there. Maybe.
But here's the problem. Like, this is way too long. I feel like we need to cut this too.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's finish this out
Yeah.
and see if it's as bad as we think. How about
This
that?
might be
I'm
unfortunate a negative
overthinking
comment
everything.
in my
Wait,
review
first,
of this.
Can we find whatever dropped? Because something dropped. And it could be one of the things we need. And I just want to make sure. No, I'm trying to be overcautious here. You're laughing at me.
Lizzie's freaking out.
I'm trying to be. Okay. I think it was this actually.
Just a
Yeah,
black
it
pen.
was.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to be careful.
Haha, now everyone is on a watch list again, Count Orlok said. Whoa. Human Fire Hydrant is a handy 57% lead, so I think I'm calling the poll.
Fair.
Human Fire
Really?
Hydrant won, so
I lost.
now you know.
I voted for Fart 2015.
Aw.
Don't worry, I voted for myself too. Don't feel bad.
It's alright, yeah, no,
He voted for himself either way.
farts are funny. So
Yeah, either way, I'm winning.
The Bio Diddy list? Oh my. Hey, also guys, as much as I love hearing my name in full amount, y'all can call me Moose. Moose. I like
Mr.
saying Moose
Moose.
Truffle though. So, with permission, I think I might keep saying Moose Truffle in
This is
full.
just not going out quite the grading. I'm getting frustrated. I'm sorry. I'm just getting
Yeah, you are getting
Just
frustrated.
let me decompress and build the next part. And I will think about this.
Yeah, this
But
tube,
no,
You know what?
this tube stuff's fascinating.
What do you want me to do, babe?
I voted fart because I'm incredibly immature despite being 33. Count Orlock said.
Don't worry, Count Warlock. I feel the same way. I'm only 22 and I'm still immature.
I'm 29 and I voted for the exact same reason.
That's why we're all,
See,
that's why we all stood up against LJ for what? Not wanting his voice to be AI'd on the internet? How unreasonable.
exactly. Dude, he's like a 5-year-old. You know, we're like the big kids playing on the playground, having fun, showing off our cool behind the Moxie's over here like, hey
Yeah.
guys, I just got this Toa Lima from 2001. Look how cool it is. Mark be like,
I
dude,
just
shut up.
stole his voice. I didn't know no
We're
better.
enjoying ourselves. Like, can we just like go away?
No,
Well, I'm
we
kidding,
can
guys. I shouldn't have done that.
You're kidding.
We're moving on.
Yeah, you're a bad person. You know, you're a really bad
You're a
person.
bad hombre.
I am. Bad hombres.
In funkier news, I was on the Oso Discord a little while back, and he was doing that Spider-Man mock competition,
Yes.
and me and this guy named Mizrix were talking about mocks and stuff like that. And he showed me his, I think his name was Web Hunter, and the whole plot of his was he was like kidnapped by one of my characters that I made because that neck pan I showed you in my Infernus mock, they were like hand in hand together, was like responsible for it. I think it was pretty cool.
I got it. Yes.
I know I'm boring.
Oh, no, you're fine.
We
I just got distracted for a second because I guess my computer decided to auto update. How is it updating?
Oh, mine did that too. I told mine it can go do it at 8 in the morning when I'm asleep.
What's weird is that mine isn't even connected to Windows right now.
Yeah, it's the PC that's like on the other side of the room. We're not even.
How did it update when it's not even connected?
I guess
Because
it's
it
on
doesn't have a
similar
Windows
auto
key.
Update. Like I just updated it. No, I just restarted it. Why didn't it update that?
LJ, you can't make
Well,
jokes
it's
using
fine.
my likeness. I'm gonna flag you. I'm gonna hit a single bird.
That's true. That's basically what happened.
Warlock over here spitting facts. You should have been there to talk to LJ. He probably would have put him in his place.
Honestly,
He probably would have made LJ make a video about it. He's apologizing for it.
LJ just would have made a sequel video saying, guess what? Cowan's still a freak. Or Cowan's still an a-hole. Whatever. So literally I could make LJ sing a P. Diddy song and he can't stop me. Well, now, I mean,
No.
I still have the power. He didn't ask me to
Yeah.
delete the AI. And frankly, if he did...
can't. It's not your property. It's
Can you use like
it's someone
in like, your next
else's
video? Just use LJ screaming as like a joke, but don't make it like obvious it's him, but just make it like a scream background.
Yeah, it's true. There wouldn't unless it was. It would be just on that line where people would be like, "Was that an LJ scream?" I'd be like, "No, no, guys, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to respect his wishes and not use his AI."
That's for the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna use his entire voice though to revoice the entirety of Bionicle Heroes for the Xbox 360/PS2.
I was thinking it
I'll
would be
take all
cool to
the
post a
voice
video with him like reading the entire Bible.
That'd be dope.
The
No,
LJ
he's
Testament.
a
The LJ Testament stuff.
LJ wouldn't have made an apology video. Cute LJ sitting on the couch with a ukulele.
Oh no!
Ugh.
Bad news.
No, not the LJ reads the entire NES Godzilla creepypasta. Yeah.
If I drop facts on him with the sort of razor fist like way of elocution I possess, he'd probably have to call the UN due to the Geneva Conventions I'd be violating. Like his mom. Wait, are you saying he
Ooh,
also
that's a
violated
mean
his...
bird.
Whoa. Guys,
Dude, I think that's on like a
I did
free
not
civil
intend
call.
for this.
Chill the fuck out.
This stream is going to be pulled up again next time the Cal and LJ Flame War reignites. And I'm going to be...
He's gonna message me. Be mad.
I'm going to be accused of riling up my fans against them. Oh, boy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to rile nobody up. Gosh, this is so... Oh, yeah, Elizabeth, you really did mess this up. because this gray tube won't move now. I gotta like.
Geekman asks, is there any advice on becoming a biotube for 2024?
In
I did
2024.
What was told to me in that freaking thing?
I think I'd wait till
Well, it's
2025
stuck.
when all the
Like,
people
and I tried moving it further up so that it would be built right, and I can't push it out. I gotta like, literally take everything off again.
I'd say make a like a mock music video of like the entire Linkin Park album, but like it's sung with LJ's voice. I think you can get away with that. Geekman, I think you can do it. I believe. If not, I'll help you with it as best I can.
Okay. Nah, you're fine. I think I got it fixed. Wait, what? Is this?
Oh, hey. You got any parts on you or not?
Hey, I saw an opportunity to make people laugh and I took it. It just happened to be about LJ. Yeah, fair enough, Serge. Any advice on becoming a biotuber? Oh wait, yeah. I don't know if I fully answered that. Make Bionicle animations, talk about Bionicle on videos, just connect with the community and try and collaborate on fun stuff you can do. Yeah, you being here is a good step to if that's something that you do really want to pursue and have fun with. So yeah, just don't overthink it, and probably don't get too involved, to be brutally honest, because there's not a whole lot of future making great content in this community. But
If it dies, who cares? That means you're going to be the only one getting views.
yeah, I guess so. That's a good way to think about it.
You can look at positives and everything. There are negatives, yes, but positives are even greater. Excuse me. Oh, Whitey. If it's cool, the Verbosa
say
Magic
but I don't know
Firearm
what the heck's
that is
going
my
on
roasting
inside of
abilities
Elvis
has been resolved.
and I don't know. Where
LJ McBrickface, you have my word.
are there 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay. Wait, what? Are the arms at different points?
I built the arms.
Huh?
I built the arms.
Okay, everybody in the
I
chat,
know, but
post
like,
your favorite.
you have
Wait, the
you
different
have yeah you have the ball joints for each.
Blow up
arm
his
at
chat
different
real quick.
points.
That's what they told me.
Awesome.
Well, because later on the thing twists, so maybe that's the point.
That,
Here, yeah, look, see.
but what's it?
Here, look at this page. So it twists. Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
It's right. Look, see. So there are different points, and
That's
it twists.
janky.
Okay, yeah.
That's
That
so
makes sense.
janky, but all right. Okay, I accept this coordination.
I
Star
feed off.
Scream. This is bad comedy.
What was that video? It was the one of Takua, and it was like, he was dancing and walking. It was really silly. I can't remember the name of it, but that's all I can think of when he said that.
Takua
Same as it
walking?
ever was.
Oh shoot!
It was like
Yeah, I'm
the
trying to
same
think.
as it ever was. That one.
Oh yeah!
Holy crap!
I recall that.
Hey Noah, loved your videos. They were pretty sick. They were the best thing to
Oh,
watch
hey,
when I was told to
NP.
do school.
Best advice: become a Hero Factory YouTuber instead. Thank you. That's what we need more of in 2020, 24, almost 2025. Give up on Bionicle. Return to Hero Factory. Believe it or not, as late as 2017, Hero Factory was still decent clickbait. I started making like a whole crappy little storyline of terrible Jube President Trump sketches that involved the Bionicle Michael Cohen. Even it was so bad. That stuff was so lame. But yeah, that was a thing that I actually made, and I got started by making a bunch of Hero Factory jokes with it, and those videos did get decent amount of views for what they were. I was kind of like,
Become Jank Bricks.
yeah, exactly. Just become Jank Bricks. Everybody just needs to to start. No, don't become Jang Bricks. Become Nyaj Bricks.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Have you seen Nyaj Bricks? His little like goofy troll type channel.
No, I've legit the first time I ever heard of Jang Bricks was during that what's it called, the Goru's video.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Well, yeah, that actually.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's not a Nyaj Bricks video, unfortunately, but yeah, he made a rap song. This guy, he's just like a big Lego review YouTuber, and he made like a second channel where he made like shitpost type content, and and one of them was a song where he goes top 10 Bentley coupe, you can't catch me, whoop whoop. It was a classic. Jang Bricks is a legend. Throwbots, Moose Truffle says. Alright. Yeah, let's go Throwbots. Okay. So now let me see if I can feed in this tube.
So, Callan, while I was out there putting away my glass and getting a bite of food, I had a very interesting question pop into my head that I feel like you will be able to answer. Or maybe not, I don't know. So, picture this. Let's say this person named Floyd is watching your live stream back.
George?
No. First name Floyd. First name Floyd, last name Smith. Floyd Smith. This guy is watching this, let's say this stream, back in the future. This is not live, this is watching it back. And in the middle of watching it, you have come across a revelation that you need to unlist the stream for some reason. Reason unknown. Okay, so you get on the YouTube machine, you unlist the stream. Does the video just stop and become unavailable immediately for him? For Floyd?
No.
No.
An unlisted video is, if you have the URL, you can still watch it. It has to be a private video for the URL to no longer work.
Okay, so...
As long as you have the URL to an unlisted video, you can still watch it.
Are you able to delete a stream from the internet?
Yeah.
Okay, what if you did that? Would it all just end right as you did that?
Deleting it while it's live?
No, not live. So he's watching it in playback. Like, this is like maybe 2 days from now, and he's like, oh, he posted it live, and I didn't get to watch it live. Let me watch it now, fully, all the way through.
If I deleted it while he was on the page?
Yes.
I feel like the page might have, like, loading, because usually pages are now programmed where they don't, like, load the entire video until, like, they'll load it as you're watching it. So if I were to delete it while he was watching it, it might reach a point where it's still, like, loading up the video where it would stop, and then if you reloaded the page, because he can't get any further in it, he'd realize that it's
interesting.
It's a dead page.
Okay,
No.
Thank you. I just came up to me while I was just out there. I was like, what if something like that were to happen, where if somebody's trying to watch it back, and my thought was, what if you said something incriminating about somebody, and that person just so happened to watch a stream on a playback, and then you're like, oh crap, I shouldn't have said that, and delete it while they were watching it in real time. Would they be able to, like, catch and be like, oh, they said that, or not? But I see what you mean. Like, they'd have to, like, you know, it would go through connection issues, and then, well, connection issues, quote unquote, and then he'd have to reload the page and realize it's no longer available. So thank you for answering that for me. I honestly had no idea what the whole thing about that was. So thank you.
Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Gee,
I just like knowing.
Doing is the rest.
Oh yeah, Bionicle NP is here. Noah Productions.
Hello, Noah Productions. How you doing?
LOL, I actually have successfully rebuilt all my sets, so most mocks have been sacrificed. Fair enough. I've done that to a lot of my old stuff.
What?
The genuine parts are for display, not play. There you go.
Wait, what does he mean? That he successfully rebuilt all the sets, so most mock sets.
I brought up.
Basically, people who
I brought
build
up
a lot of their
level
custom
right.
figures have to take apart their sets to do it because they're using parts from the sets. So then you have to choose one or the other. So he decided to rebuild a lot of the sets so that they're rebuilt in full, but he had to sacrifice the mocks.
Oh, I want to see that. That's sick.
You see, I'm gonna go back about 2 hours from now and be like, yeah, I should have voted yes on that first poll because I look like crap with this on. Why didn't y'all say all yes? I look like crap with this thing on. Gosh.
People don't listen to me.
I mean, you could be bald. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother can of
Where's to
worms that
keep
nobody
my
wants to
hair
be.
out of the way, and hair ties just don't do it because I pull the hair out.
Well, hey, at least you were like behind.
Do you brush it beforehand?
Yes. The thing is, I have a tick where I pull a certain whole section of hair back here, and I just play with it and pull a little bit more each time, and a little bit more, and then a little. It grows. I do it subconsciously. I'll do it while driving, it just happens. And so I'm I either need to pull my hair back fully to the point where I can't access it, like a hair wrap, or I just succumb to insanity and do it all the time. So that's why I have my hair in a ponytail 24/7, even though I still pull it out of said ponytail. Oh no. It's frustrating, right?
Yeah, this is.
I'm telling you, honey, I tried. I really tried.
I think I got it after I fixed this.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, I think I might have to just cut this with a scissor though.
Yeah, no, for sure. The black needs to have just been a little too long, but that's probably where they planned ahead, just in case. But,
Oh, so I need to learn.
Mhm.
No, I need to learn this. Oh, so why did you want to crack an egg in Noah's arse? No.
No,
Yeah,
wait, whoa, what?
Oso said, Noah, can you crack another egg with your arse?
No, that sounds wrong. Chat
Bro.
disconnected. Please wait a while. We're trying to reconnect you. No, I want to be connected now.
Oso also said, Caleb, if Elizabeth had a tick on her shoulder the size of her nose, would you pull it off?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was about to say, if you said no, I'm gonna slap you. No, I'm not here. I would never.
No, that's your room.
Surge said, I was wondering what was on your head, Lizzie. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've had to explain it 3 times. It's just, I have a tick, and I am fighting with my life right now not to touch it. Anyway. NP says, my wife usually hates hats, too. I'm okay with hats, but, it just depends on the occasion. Oh my gosh. Count Orlok says, I would adopt the tick, and I would name him Scalloping the Death Dealer. Okay.
Yo.
That's an answer.
It is.
Moose Truffle says, I love beanies. I have a Lucky Coca-Cola one from Disney Springs. Thank you. Yeah, beanies are fun. Oh, Count Orlok specified it wasn't scalloping, it was scallopini. Scallopini the Death Eater.
Okay, good to know.
I just want to make sure I specified that for you. Thank you.
That's gonna be the new Dark Souls boss.
Yeah,
First boss in the game. Giant
MP
tick.
says, yeah,
Right
I
there.
ignored that question for a reason. Rip.
Oh yeah, I finally get to ask you. I've never been in a ability to talk with you about it. Did you make those the what's it called, the Taraga in the first NP movie for Island of Doom? Did you make those, or did somebody else do that? I like the models, and I made a few. So
He's talking to you, honey.
Are you asking me or
Yeah.
NP?
oh no, I was talking to NP since I've never been able to
Because he's
access
talking
it.
about his Island of Doom.
I'm
movie.
sorry. I thought he was talking to you because
Yeah,
I'm like,
the
I
Island of
don't.
Doom movie.
I
I probably should have. I
It's
should
okay.
have said that's a good question, but
No,
I was trying
I'm-
to focus on.
No, it's okay. I'm always assuming that the person on the chat is either talking to you or me, and I was like, obviously, I know nothing what he's talking about, so he's talking to you. But no, he was talking.
No,
to
it was
So
it was
it's
Talon
like
and
he
NP that got me
recognizes
through high
that's
school.
law,
Island
it's
of
gonna
Doom
be
and
about this
his.
law. And then it's like,
Wow.
actually, it's gonna be that one.
Well, how long is it gonna be?
This step
8
is
years.
difficult to assemble and requires careful and patient assembly.
Well, I'm not patient at all. I can be careful, but I'm not patient.
I think I'm gonna cut it because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Wait, you bent it.
that-
You bent it right? Did you bend it so that it would? Because you need to bend it. Maybe I don't know. I don't. Will that change
No,
the?
Well, they have a really cool design.
Did you bend it like woo like that?
yeah, but
so.
I think it should still be like close in there.
I would say try bending it first and then seeing how much you need to cut before because.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, we're not trying to cut you
I'm
off. I
like-
promise. Anyway, is Caleb helping you? Serge says, "Are you're fighting for your life? Got it? No. Are you talking to me? No, I'm not fighting for my life. Oh gosh. Oh, Flinsmodius said, you don't want to pull ticks off. If you try to, they'll spit all the blood back into the wound, infecting it. And in the off chance this doesn't happen, the mouth parts will be left behind. That's good to know. So what do we do if I get bit by a tick?
I guess it's just death at that point. That's what they're telling me.
No, I will say, actually, while I was in Mississippi, at one point I had my friend over, and Aurora, my cat, she was playing with something on the ground. She's batting something around. We're like, what is she doing? And at one point, she put it in her mouth and started licking it. And my friend was like, she picked her up. He picked her up and was like, she has a tick. And so he pulled it off her mouth. She was fine. So I think the tick had tried to like get in her. I think the tick was fairly fresh, I guess, because I don't go outside. Neither does my cat, and neither do my friends. We're introverts. Anyway, so I don't know how the tick got inside, but it had tried to lock onto my cat, and it was playing with it, got on the tongue. My friend ripped it off and said, yeah, this is a tick, and thankfully got rid of it. But like, yeah, thankfully it was not locked onto a living being yet, because that would have been awful. Yikes. That was my only experience ever with a tick, because I live in very social settings, such as, suburban and up. Not once have I ever lived in a rural setting. So.
Lucky you.
I mean,
Look at this.
I have to deal with ticks like every other day of the week.
That's crazy.
You got lucky.
Honestly, like.
It's because on the other end, it's deep.
Ohio just sucks, I swear. It's a fun state, but ticks, oof.
Oh, so it's like
Well,
dependent on that one black piece.
Basically, yeah.
Ticks be ticking. You're right.
Well, not
They
entirely
do.
because it's also being supported here.
But we'll have to move those pieces.
Huh?
We'll have to move those pieces.
I think we just need to cut this tube.
Yeah, you're probably right, because that's like
Uh-oh.
too long. Sorry, we got sidetracked. I am so sorry.
Caleb,
We were talking about ticks. I'm sorry. We were having a good, relatable conversation about ticks, and we were just like,
Also, did you
Lego.
put these in between at every point? Because that's a lot.
No,
of those to
they
just
were. That was not in the instructions.
Hmm.
That was not in the instructions,
Goodness.
as far as I know. You can look back and tell me that I'm completely wrong, that I messed everything up,
That's
and
a
I will
quick
own up
peek.
to it. But I don't think it was there.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You've been right before in these last few things with
I've-
all those pieces.
I've,
It's
tr-
so weird.
I've done my best. I'm really trying to be more observant. I really am, because I know there are
Don't
some
worry,
times
it's not that I don't
where.
believe you. It's just
That's
weird.
okay. No, I understand. Like,
None
there have
of
been
their
times I've
previous sets
been.
have been this obvious.
There have been times I've not been as observant. Anyway, but yeah, no,
I'm gonna
ticks.
go get one of your good scissors to properly
Ooh.
cut it.
Yeah, kitchen scissors. Let's go. But yeah, no, ticks can be terrifying. The only time I've dealt with it was in that suburban area. But the what we came up with, my friend and I, was my friend, his brother, visited for like It disconnected, babe.
Yeah, sorry.
You're
I
good.
knew I was, as soon as I walked out, I knew some
Wait.
shit.
Hello, are you back?
Me? Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
I'm here.
Try and
How do I? What do I
Chat
do?
seems
Up
to still
here?
be up and going, so the stream's still up.
bring it
Here.
back.
No.
No.
I'm sorry, honey.
No way I can raise my hand. Awesome. Ooh.
Alright.
Hello. Hello.
Whoa.
I'm so
Is it
sorry.
working?
Yeah.
We had a
Hello?
slight disconnection there.
I think you were
Oh, you're good.
heard in the stream the whole time.
Yeah, but yeah, I was also telling a story to him too. So we think.
Yeah, about ticks. It was awesome.
Wait, sorry, what?
I said it was a tick story. It was awesome.
Yeah. So we think the whole problem was this friend of mine, his brother had had been in town and come to say hi for literally less than 2 minutes and walked into my apartment and walked out. But this guy at this point had worked in fields, like tall grass fields for a
Ooh.
living. And so we were like, literally the only explanation is he somehow carried a tick with him and got it into the apartment.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. It's really
Yeah.
easy. The little things will just hop onto you. Next thing you know, bam.
Yeah, because they will literally sit on the top of a grass blade, wait to catch onto something, and they'll catch on. And
Oh, yeah.
so, yeah, they'll just wait. They are very patient creatures. I'll give them that. That's crazy.
All right, everybody in chat, post your story about any bug-related things that have happened to you. We need to hear your stories.
Ticks, bugs,
Mine, I was stung in
everything.
the eye by a wasp when I was like 5. It hurt.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm terrified of wasps, and I'm almost
Oh yeah,
30.
no, I'm scared of any bug that like can buzz, and any bug that can buzz and
Oh.
fly by me real fast. Oh, I shit myself every time. Sorry for the bad language. but
No, it's fine. The thing is, I'm almost
Those
30,
terrify.
and I am still terrified of wasps, and I've never been touched by them before. Bees, I can
Lucky.
okay, as long as I leave them alone, they'll probably leave me alone. Wasps, no. I've heard they are demonic creatures who will attack without warning just
Yep.
because you are
That's
there.
right. That is a fact. Little old 5-year-old me was like, I'm gonna go play on the jungle gym. And then what happens next? Don't go play on that jungle gym. There are wasps there. And I'm like, there ain't no wasp. Smack face first into the whole hive attacking me. And I couldn't open my eye for like
Oh.
3 days. It was awesome.
They're
Oh,
evil.
I gotta go.
They're evil. But you know what?
think
You
they're
know what
fucking
I've
disgusting.
worked. You know what I've learned works on them is WD-40.
Gasoline.
Yeah, no,
Gasoline too.
of course. But WD-40, you spray it around. Okay, so here's backstory. Our house, it's fine, but like some wasps have liked to make their nests around our front door. We have a little covered front door area, and in all 4 corners, they've tried to make nests. And around our garage door too. And we've been using like peppermint spray, lemongrass spray, because we heard those essential oils repel them. We've been using wasp repellent in those corners, everything. Nothing was working. And my mom called me one day. We were just on a call, and she was like, yeah, we've been having those wasp problem too. However, this one person said, use WD-40. And she was like, okay. And she used it, and she hasn't seen them since. I'm like, I'm going to use that. So we used that. I haven't seen them since. I haven't. In the front door, the garage area, I haven't seen one. It's crazy. Like, I've seen, one flying by, but, like, I haven't seen anyone hanging around the places where I've been too terrified to even walk near. And it has lifted
hold
my
on.
spirits tenfold. So, just a warning to everybody.
Tenfold.
A warning to everybody. If you have a wasp problem, WD-40 is going to save your life. It fixes
Okay, we
creaky
need to
doors,
acknowledge
creaky
this.
everything, and it fixes wasp problems.
We need to acknowledge Moose. He has the same energy as himself. Him slapping a goose trying to attack it while the whole flock of geese chased him. We need to all have that energy, guys.
That's right.
Backhand them geese. Teach them who's boss.
Yes. Oh, Flinsmodius says yellow jackets are the ones that attack without reason. Yeah, no, I absolutely can I can appreciate that. In fact, there are some wasps that don't attack humans. Those are the solitary ones like mud daubers and cicada killers. Yeah, I've heard of those. Those are the ones that are usually more nature-oriented. Like, they don't really build nests near actual residential areas. Most of the time. Most of the time. But there are some rogues that like to venture out and be adventurous. But yeah. That's
They
crazy.
played too much Wasp Skyrim, and now they want to actually see how it is.
Yeah, what was the like of it? Yeah, oh, Serge says, thank you for that info. I have a wasp nest somewhere where I'm currently at. Yeah. I didn't know. Part of me was a little, like, you know, suspicious of, like, the information. Like, is it too good to be true? But no. WD-40, we sprayed it over 2 months ago. I have not seen wasps in the areas that I'd seen them previously. Like, it works for a good long while. I'm sure eventually I have to respray it, but, like, it's a good little repellent for at least 2 months.
Yeah, no, they kept coming back so fast.
Oh, yeah, and it's so funny because I've read online, wasps don't rebuild nests in the same spots. Oh, yeah, they do. They absolutely
one
do.
inch away from where they were before.
Yeah, it's like hilarious. And I was pissed off. I was like, I'm ready to call an exterminator. And thankfully I heard about the WD-40 and I was like, okay, fine. I'll try one more thing. And thank the Lord it worked. Like, it lasts a good long while. It's been at least 2 months. At least 2 months. I've been...
Yeah, at least.
I mean, I'm still a little cautious every now and then, but, like, thankfully, I've not seen anything. So, try it. WD-40 will save your life.
Welcome to Elizabeth's TED Talk on...
That's my
Bug
TED
rant.
Talk.
They're-
On wasp
We're
nest
gonna
and
have
how
more
to
bug
do...
rants.
Anyway, I will shut up. We'll move on. Sorry.
No, you're fine. This is, yeah... Typically I was like, well, I know it has a bit of metal in it, but like Lego tubes have historically been designed for cutting. Like these things are really easy to cut.
Ooh.
But
These
not
are
so
like-
much.
Oh no, he's cutting flex tubes. Oh no, he's committing sins.
No, Lego actually, it's not a sin to cut flex tubes, official Lego flex tubes, because Lego
I know, they
cuts
tell you to do it.
cut them in
Hold on.
certain sets.
I'm gonna be extreme. Hold on.
Oh my. My mom had to call 911 from the amount of yellow jackets that were all over me. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid to even go to... That sucks, Flintsmodius. I'm so sorry. I once had a
Well, I
wasp
heard
nest
that Elon made a flamethrower, so use those.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Robobird said-
Boom.
Robobird said, I once had a wasp nest growing in a bird box on my bedroom window. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
I said I was gonna be
Modern
extreme.
problems are called...
I was gonna be extreme, and I
Let's
said I
go.
would. So, okay, so right where the cut
Yeah.
line is.
Here,
Alright.
let's get this on camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
This
extreme.
this needs to be cut. It's
So let's see if I want to make sure it is absolutely viewing the extremity I'm going to go to.
I'm gonna
Wait
try
a
and
couple
keep
seconds.
it as secure as I can down.
Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Love you.
All right.
All right, a few
Yeah,
more
this is
seconds. I
ridiculous.
just want to see. I just want to see.
Uh,
Yeah, there we
there
go.
we go,
Okay,
that's pretty
fair
good.
enough. We'll take it.
Ironically enough, I was doing blacksmithing with.
No way, he's a blacksmither. Let's
No, it's
go.
working.
I'm just moving this
Yeah.
piece.
What'd you make?
Um, I know. So you just kind of want to push down, but you really got to right down with the friction. Yeah, let's go, guys.
Oh,
you
I'm so
hit me.
sorry. Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
I don't think you got me too bad.
Oh my gosh, no.
Oh, no.
it's still on here.
That was
Oh,
from
oh
before.
my gosh, I'm so sorry. Did I cut you?
When we moved to our first apartment, we found a crap ton of wasp bud net in the garage, geared up in snow pants. Somewhere went to town with some wasp spray and shoved to scrape them off.
I don't want to risk this.
Well, my wife is
No.
trying to slice my hand open.
No, not.
She's trying to get sympathy views. Come on.
This is fucking awful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Wait,
Oh,
no, you're
shit.
tying it right at the point.
It moved.
Also,
Wait, so right here. 1,
also.
You guys not have an X-Acto knife?
2, 3.
What if you flip it over?
Honey,
Get it on the other
It's not
side.
working.
yeah, I know, but you're just this. You're not in a good state to be
I'm
trying
trying.
to do
No,
this.
thing is, I'm trying everything I can to cut it.
I know. But
Is
I'm
it
just
bad
saying-
that
I'm just
I have
saying-
one
I'm
of
trying what I
three
can
things
with
I
what I know.
on my resume?
You're trying a different
I also
mission,
want
that's
to be
fine.
president of
It
U.S.
might work.
CEO of Disney. Yeah, there you go, Moose.
I'm aggressive.
Got them goals. Live up to them.
We don't have fabric scissors. I don't think fabric scissors are gonna work on solid metal.
Maybe.
Because that's what's
Oh,
in the
that's a
middle of
metal
this thing.
thing?
Is plastic and then solid metal. Caleb
What's
is
it called?
hacking
You guys not
Elizabeth's
have,
limbs.
what's it
I'm
called?
surprised he took this long. Excuse me?
Pliers. You guys not have
Robobird says
pliers?
try bending it.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing
he
now.
just did that. Okay, I see. Careful.
Yeah, if that doesn't work, use pliers. They got that little
This is
the cutting bit on them.
very intense bill.
Let's go.
If you buy this build, make sure you have a very, very sharp and strong knife to cut through this very hard, durable wire. That's
Oh,
Yeah.
We got the cat screaming
metal
pliers.
that's inside of
Pliers.
this plastic little piece. The plastic's no problem. It's the metal core that is absolutely giving us the middle finger. It's just saying, get effed.
Well, metal on metal sometimes won't work. That's really the only thing.
I am
That's
seeing
true.
nothing happen.
No, but do you
yeah.
guys actually have a pair of pliers
It's
that you
like-
can use? Because that's what I'd
We made
use.
that little
It would work a lot
progress.
better.
Like, I see that little bits of chips of metal.
Lost die from cringe. I showed them Bryce Hale TikTok
do?
2020 and the entire time
Relax.
the entire
sorry.
Stop
died.
asking freaking questions.
I'm just asking. I'm sorry.
Where's the scissors? Just go back
Sorry.
to this method.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to stress you out.
Yummy
Read the chat.
microplastic.
You're letting
Gosh,
down
I'm
your
so-
chat
okay,
duties.
I'm sorry.
Guys, remember this in chat. Never
Serge
buy
says,
those
okay,
knives.
Lizzie,
They take
question.
the-
Are you sure the wasp didn't die because of cold weather? Serge, we live in Florida.
Yeah.
There is no cold weather. It got down to like 70 degrees at the lowest. They can handle it.
Who?
Trust me. They'll be fine.
I don't think I'm working. Oh, wait, I am. Sweet.
Pliers. Pliers. We don't have pliers. Do we have
might-
pliers?
We might. Oh my gosh.
Do you want me to look for them?
No, just stay in the chat.
Sorry, I'm just trying to be helpful. Anyway, okay. Oh, okay. Wasps only die from cringe. I showed them a Bryce Hall TikTok from 2020 and the entire hive died. Oh, Oso says yummy microplastics.
Yep.
Robobird says, what do you think of Jerry Rafferty? Who's that?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. Moose Dreffel says, my fellow Floridians, we must tame the swamp puppies. Is that the alligators?
Or the portal puppies.
Oh, got him. Serge
There
says,
we go.
I've never been to Florida, and I thought Texas was the hottest state, bro. My bad. No, it's okay. Texas is very hot as well. Honestly, I feel like Texas and some other southern states could beat us when it comes to humidity. That's the problem there. With Florida, we are very hot, but thankfully we have the sea breeze for the majority of the state to take care of the humidity, and so that helps us a lot. With other these southern states like Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, they can get very hot, but only a tiny portion is actually, adjacent to the sea. So only a little bit gets an actual sea breeze. So the majority of those states get very humid, and so it feels a lot hotter. Even if it's the same temperature as we are, we get a little bit of a breeze because it's not as humid. It feels a lot worse to them, even if it's the same temperature. So, just an explanation there.
Ooh, that noise sounds
Flynn's
awful.
Modius says oh my gosh.
Ooh, I mean, my teeth hurt.
You're my
Sorry,
hero.
guys.
No, don't say sorry. You're my hero.
He did say that it made it hurt, though. I'm sorry.
What?
We don't want to hurt the fans. Oh, did you take the headphone out?
I did. It was a long time ago.
Honey, we have a
We got
someone
it.
else in the chat.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
And we don't
I
want
am-
to hurt his
Oh,
ears.
I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Flinsmodius says the insects that are the worst in our area most is ants. Every time I walk my dog, the ant hills become bigger in number. Yeah, that makes sense. Ants can be very awful depending on just where you see them. It's crazy. Also says Elizabeth McCallan, if there was a swarm of wasps approaching Flinsmodius, would you offer her refuge in your house while you await the wasp to die? Absolutely.
With rent, I guess.
No.
Wait, there's monkeys in
No,
Florida?
let her in the house.
Hold
Let
on,
the
hold on, I
wasp
need to know
freaking
this.
die.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's not free to be in.
It would take a couple of hours, probably. Maybe
Yeah,
a day
but,
at the
like,
most.
We don't have all the
She's
space
not
in the world.
insufferable. It's
I'm just
fine.
messing around.
Oh.
I'm messing-
Okay.
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Alright.
we would save you from killing wasps.
Absolutely.
100% Flinsmodius.
Anyway,
We
so.
hope to see you at more brick conventions.
Oh, she
Were you
also,
visiting?
she also said that felt like grinding your teeth the wrong way. In
Yeah.
terms of
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
Sorry, honey, what were you saying?
Were you visiting Florida, Flinsmodius, or are you a resident here when you came and saw us at the brick convention?
Because we are.
We're putting together a team. No, not really. But it would be
Well,
fun
yeah, it's
to.
just nice to know who's going to be at the Florida conventions because that's where we live. And so we're like trying to know who's going to be most present in the ones we visit and
Yeah.
such. Anyway, Moose Truffle says Florida is okay if you avoid the Everglades. There's monkeys in the trees and pythons and monitor lizards invading us. I blame exotic pet owners. Yeah, I will say, up until I moved to college, I lived less than 5 minutes from the Everglades. So that was fun. Thankfully, we never really had any pests except for raccoons. They would poop in our pool.
No.
And so,
No.
yeah, I know. Like, as much as they could do, there's like, we're just gonna poop in the pool. And my dad tried everything. He, like, traps, like a little owl thing to lure them off. Nothing worked. Eventually, he had like a cage trap that finally got them, and he would take them and put them in the Everglades and release them. He wouldn't like kill them. But either
Yeah,
way,
let
every
nature-
time raccoons would still find a way to our pool and poop in it.
Relocate the raccoon population.
No, they would still find a way. They still, like, our pool was, like, the poop spot
It was their
for
pooping
all
ground.
raccoons.
It was peak pooping grounds. What do you mean? It was awesome.
I can't hear you very Can I turn up the volume? Because I can't hear him.
No, you're supposed to have the headphones.
I'm just being quiet. That's why.
I can't hear him too much.
I louder now?
I can hear... that was, like,
What is
very
that?
minimal.
Oh, that didn't help.
Oh.
I thought that it would.
Things I can hear him a little bit, but it's very quiet. I'm learning how to
Okay.
turn that up.
Well, it looks like it's all the way up.
Okay. Speak, boy.
Am I
Woof,
muted or
woof.
need to
Oh,
turn myself up?
okay, that's a lot better. That's
What
a
the
lot better
fuck?
already.
Is there like a way to mess with my settings?
I
No,
think
no, you're fine.
Wait.
You're already a lot better. It was turning up the volume a couple of notches that peaked it already. Great. Okay, I'm so
Oof.
sorry. Anyway,
Wait, is he a, wait, Moose Truffle? Do you race cars? Because the guy's asking you if you're a racist.
oh my goodness, yeah, we race cars, bro. We're NASCAR professionals, like.
Daytona 24/7. Come on, get on our league. Well, their league, not mine. I don't race.
Oh, Serge also said, "No offense, but I don't ever want to visit Florida." Honestly, Serge.
Aw.
It stinks,
sounds
but
scary.
I can understand. There is a lot of bad rumors about Florida, but there's a lot of good about Florida too. But you
Yeah,
know what? You won't
Florida's great.
experience it until you visit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Human fire hydrant. Wait, there are monkeys in Florida?
Yes, there are. I guess now are monkeys in Florida.
There's monkeys everywhere. Moose
What?
Truffle says, I live in Florida too. I can confirm there are indeed monkeys in the Everglades. That makes sense.
The monkey war
I mean, yeah.
is
My
complete.
entire perspective of Florida is only based off CSI, and it will always stay that.
Yeah, Florida has a reputation. and it always depends on whatever show somebody has watched. Like that's all.
Oh
It
no, that
depends
was
on.
cool. It was awesome. What do you mean?
What?
I said the CSI and the portrayal of what's it called? Florida was pretty cool. What do you mean? It's awesome.
Oh no, exactly. Like portrayal just depends on whatever media's reporting on it, and it can either be so cool or terrifying. And honestly, it's up to the person to decide whether it's really cool or terrifying. Oh my gosh, no.
That's such BS.
No way, they got Publix.
Publix is top tier, baby.
No, Caleb, they're seeing your liver spots. No.
I mean, Publix can be a little pricey, but the thing is, you go for the BOGO deals. That's why we shop there. Like, when it comes to my grocery lists, what?
You didn't have the. No wonder it's so hard.
What?
What the frick?
What? I did that right.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, well, you put the pieces in right, but you didn't angle them right because they're like
Sorry.
pins.
Wait,
Sorry.
Disney World, Publix, Latinas, XX Temptation, and Tourism. That sounds like an evening. Awesome one.
But no, Publix is so dope. Like, so I make my grocery lists. First, I go to Publix, the app. I have the app, and I look for their BOGO deals. And I'm like, okay, what do I need? Is there a BOGO on it? And if there is, I'll put that on the Publix list, and there those so forth. From there, I'll be like, okay, from what I cannot get for a BOGO at Publix, can I find at Aldi? Because it's very cheap there. I'll put that on the list. And if I cannot find it at Aldi, because I've been there enough times where I'm like, that's not there, I'll resort and get that at Walmart. So Walmart's good for cheapness and also what you need that's not on BOGO or at Aldi.
Lizzie's dropping all the shopping.
I will
Lord.
say, I'm somebody who uses eggs very often because I like to bake, and also I have at least 2 eggs every morning because that's my protein for the morning. As a breakfast, it gets me going. Sometimes I'll make Peter a little baby pancake every few mornings because it can last a few days, and it uses 1 egg. So anyway, we use a lot of eggs in 1 month. So what I do is I go to Walmart. I get 60 eggs for $17.
Huh.
That's not that bad of a deal.
It's not. So, I mean, they're not like the
For that
organic.
many,
They're not the organic range-free eggs, but you know what? If you're rich enough, you can get those. That's fine. But we are on a budget.
flavor.
We need to get what we can afford. And for a family who uses a lot of eggs, and for what we can afford, we're gonna take $60 for $70 of whatever eggs there are. I'm sorry, I'm not that uptight about the egg origin. I don't like the fact that a lot of chickens are like confined in all these areas, but the thing is, we are not in the tax bracket to make that a priority right now. Right now, our priority is our family and our nutrition. So,
There's a comment that just says the drivers here are awful. Almost every driver is a final destination extra wanting to die.
oh, absolutely.
Nah.
I mean, South Florida was where I was born and raised. That's where I learned how to drive, and I've taken that skill up to Central Florida, for
Skill,
sure.
quote unquote.
Well, the thing is, I am cautious,
Nah.
but I'm fast, and I'm impatient. But I
Fast.
That's common.
avoid.
Also deadly. That's another good word.
Yeah, sure, deadly. But the thing is, I avoid collisions. The one actual collision that I've ever gotten into was in a parking plaza where I was driving along the main road in the plaza and somebody ran a stop sign and I T-boned them.
What about
was-
recently you got in another bender?
The fender bender was, it was pouring rain. We were at a red light. One person in front of me, it turned green. They went ahead and I followed suit. Somebody who was coming opposite direction ran a red light, and so they slammed on their brakes. I slammed on my brakes. It probably wasn't enough distance with the rain where I bumped them both cars were fine, thankfully. But yeah.
But they still reported the accident and got our insurance boosted. So
You didn't have to say that.
it's true though.
You didn't have
Yeah,
to share our
that?
entire lives with these
We didn't
people.
tell them how much we were paying.
Okay, yeah, but
They care though. They care.
Anyway, these people were, either way, it was my fault because I hit them from the back. It was obviously my fault in any law's eyes, and I admit to that. But it was also pouring down rain, so it is what it is. Anyway, that was the only, accident where I say it was my fault.
Ooh,
Thankfully, but
that's not
nobody
good at
got
all.
hurt. Neither car was actually damaged. I don't know what happened on her end, but she was very, very sweet about it. She was like, I don't know what to do. She called her dad, who was an ex-police officer, and he said, just get insurance information. If nothing's wrong, just get that and drive away. You're fine. So we did that.
That sounds like a fun one. Ignition zone. He says somebody ran the stop sign and almost hit me today. And
Honestly,
they nearly
yeah,
flipped
no,
their car over.
if we had been able to catch the person who ran the stop sign and make her slam on her brakes, it would have been, game over. That person is responsible for everything. But unfortunately,
I don't think that's how that works.
yeah, unfortunately, if they
Even
were...
if you were able to catch up with them, how are they?
No, that probably could have been how it worked. If we were able to actually dispute
If you were able to prove it.
No, if we were... Because there are cameras on that thing. So if we were able to be like, you know what? Hey, let's get the whole camera thing involved. Let's actually make a big thing out of this. It would have wasted so much of our time and probably money. Because we'd have to pay for lawyers. We'd have to pay for all this and that to represent us.
Man,
Let's
what
talk
I'm
about
reading in the
something
chat.
else.
It
I
sucks
was
for
in a-
driving.
I own multiple cabinets. You are what you eat. Caring like a chicken, strong as cow, persistent as a fish. How could I eat pork? Pigs represent gluttony and cops. Ew.
I love
Oh,
pork.
so. Yes.
Give me that pulled pork, baby. I'll eat a pulled pork sandwich any day.
Oh my.
Okay, here's the true question: is how many people in chat have seen that video of the pig in the little in its pen blowing bubbles in its little water trough?
No. I've not seen that.
Oh, it's hilarious. There's this pig, and he put his nose in the water trough and blowing bubbles.
That's
And
that's
the
adorable.
farmer
That's adorable.
and the farmer he's like, what is that noise? So he walks over there, puts his camera over. The pig looks up and just stops doing it. And it's just really funny because he goes right back to it after he leaves.
Aw.
It's just hilarious how some animals will just be like, what? What did I do? When they are the funniest thing ever in that moment. It's just like, they're, huh?
Maybe we should pull up that video. Because the camera's now not even picking
Oh
up.
no,
any-
should I? Since everything I say is incriminating.
Well, Ted, don't worry. You didn't bring up that video, so it's
What
not.
video?
I'm saying the video the guy's talking about. The human fire hydrant's talking about. The
I don't know the name of the video. I'll tell you if I do. I just found it on Instagram.
Oh, it's an Instagram video? Oh, well, then it might not be easy.
No,
to
it wasn't
find.
an Instagram video. I just found it on it. It's mostly likely a YouTube video.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can, screen share and find, there's the dragon. We'll finish off with the final bag next time. If they didn't make these, make this thing so weirdly designed, we probably...
Is that supposed to be
would've been able
Shinra, or is that just a dragon in general?
I think it's a general dragon, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's based and really heavily influenced by a specific franchise one. Yeah, let me. Thank you.
No, he's got his Louis Vuitton wallet. No, now they're just bragging about what stuff they have. This is why I eat fire articles. Yes, that is awful. I love it.
Let me grab my Louis Vuitton wallet too. Thank you, Moose Truffle. Please do. Grab your Louis Vuitton. I'm back, Caleb. Thank you, Thomas Murphy. Welcome back. We're so glad to have you. So farmer pig blowing bubbles?
Just look up pig blowing bubbles. That might come up. Or You might get something weird. One of the two.
Yeah, you're probably right. I kind of wanted to put the
Oh.
farmer in there because he's my favorite character in the story. Of course, now my YouTube page is taking 40 minutes to catch up. Pig blowing bubbles. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I think I found it. Because there's like 5 versions of the video.
It might be it.
So, and they all have the exact same thumbnail. So I would imagine that.
Yeah.
So let me try and go and share screen now. Shoot, OBS. What's this? That's not right. Oh no, now it's playing. We can hear it, but we can't see it. There we go. What a terrible crop. Yeah, he's blowing bubbles. Holy cow. Honey, wait. You gotta see the pig blowing bubbles. She looked up like, whoop. What do I do? I love pigs. Okay, now I gotta close that freaking tab for
You are now all stuck watching the pig blowing bubbles, kid.
Yeah, we're gonna be hearing bubbles for the rest of the stream if I can close this tab. Good lord, the whole Chrome is like freezing up from the overload.
Rare footage of your mom taking a bath. No.
I can't even do it because the freaking page is overloading.
No. There are no pig bubbles for eternity.
At least it's not like an annoying like voice talking over it. We just have to keep hearing the bubbles being I hope this is like the most epic ending to a count-out stream ever. Good lord.
I hope so.
Tab! Chrome, come on, man. Stop freezing up. What are people saying? Costco double chocolate chunk cookie? I know. Are you repeating a joke, Callan? Learning. Oh my god.
No, leak fast video rhyme. No.
Oh man. This is so bad. I might just have to end the stream here because it's gonna kill the call too. Bro. I don't even know if the call is picking up now because the page is overloaded.
Oh no, that ain't good.
How is OBS?
Is it like fully just not buzzing?
I don't know. Let me see what's happening on the YouTube side of things. This is ridiculous. I'm not seeing the chat or anything.
Wait, this is worse than everyone spamming the pregnant man emoji on my 10th anniversary live stream. What? That's hilarious.
This is worse than everyone's hearing the pregnant man emoji. Okay, they're saying they can't hear me. I don't know what happened.
I think it's because of the overload.
Okay, the sound is actually upset on free bubble answer. So they're still hearing this crap, but apparently they can't hear me.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
It's so loud, oh my gosh. This is so bad.
Oh my god, it is! That's so bad.
Alright, Alright. So we should pop back on stream for a minute. When I was younger, I remember... Okay, yeah, people are going to be catching up now. Mr. Murphy. Rare footage of my mom taking a bath. No one leaked bath audio, Ryan. Oh, I can't hear. Yeah, free bubble ASMR. Turn off the effing water. Oh, it's so sad. What does the smile demon do in the small movies? Keep it on. It's my music to my ears. No, my bubbles. It was the pig. So basically, if you guys couldn't hear, I literally had to stop the stream because Chrome was frozen, caught in the loop of playing that darn video, and I couldn't do anything other than turn the stream off. And thankfully, that slowed down the computer enough to let Chrome recover, and I could finally delete the tab. What a ridiculous ending for a ridiculous stream. So glad we had human fire hydrant on though. I think Lizzie's like kind of wrapping up the night now. Yeah, it's getting late, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We had a fun time building and hanging out with you. We got a little cranky trying to figure out the nonsense with the bending,
Never mind bubbles.
Well, the bubbles definitely didn't help at the end, but more than that, just this cutting the tube of this silly dragon. That whole thing that Lizzie worked on probably should have taken like 45 minutes, maybe an hour or an hour and a half. And then when we stretched it out to another 45 minutes-ish because of how ridiculous that stupid tube situation was. But it should all
Yeah,
be
but we
good
got to
fun.
watch the funny pig video though. That was awesome.
Exactly. Thank you for bringing up the funny pig video. That made for an iconic moment of pig ASMR. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. Is this leaked audio from the next Callan and David? Just the Callan and David get suffocated by a pig blowing bubbles. Yeah, thanks Noah for joining the chat. Thank you to Rise Bell for him popping in earlier. Thank you to Human Fire Hydrant for being here. Thank you to Lizzie for all her hard work building. And thank you to me for making this channel so we could make this stupid night happen. I'm thanking myself now, folks. All right.
Well, I'm glad that I got to be on this. It's always fun to be on this dumb little show.
Yeah, we got to figure out more ways to do fun with the segments. And I want to be interviewed by Callan and Davix. We'll figure that out one day, Moose Truffles. The only thing I remember with Chima was Laval throwing Crocodile's magic blue balls into a arena in front of them. He was totally racist. Thank you, Robo Bird. I feel like that's a good comment to end off on. Godspeed, everybody. Good night and good luck.
Crocodile's blue balls.
Yeah.
I can't with that.
Blue ball crocodile.